Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Hello, everybody. Oh, this is still on the Dooley circle. Hold on, we gotta take this out, child, because bam, we need the full setup here. We don't just have a little light up top, we have a light around us, shade. Listen, happy Tuesday to every single solitary one of you. Hello, microphone. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. We're gonna push my camera back because she's giving shake. Move on out of my life. Moving out of my life. I wasn't nominated for any Grammys, just so we're clear. I could have been. No, we do need to talk about something today. This is my off day. I normally am chilling today. I'm normally minding my business. I'm normally doing my own little thing. But I decided, hey, this actually may be the day to have the rant report because the Grammys was popping. I have never liked the Grammys, like ever. I've never been an enjoyer of the program. It's always been some sort of something going on. I've always got to watch somebody not get what they deserve and da 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 da. But I was very much pleased with this Grammys. Now, not everybody's happy. There is a certain group of particular fans that are very much attacking. It was the things I've seen online are disgusting and deplorable and non-forgivable, to be honest with you. A lot of people have taken the idea of next year, try again next year, and they have lost the impact. They're even mad that an Oscar winner, two-time Oscar winner, already a winner of Album of the Year, mind you, didn't get anything and have decided to attack Beyonce and her daughter. I've lost all respect for Billie Eilish fans. I'm okay with her. I've listened to all the albums that were up for Album of the Year just to get my idea of it. And of course, I'm a B fan, so I'm going to be a little bit biased, but y'all are tripping. Now, last year, I would have said you had more of an argument, to be honest with you, because that other album she did, I was like, well, I like the last one personally more than this lesbian newly revamped version of whatever she's going on cosplaying as a black man in the late 90s, early 2000s, who would have been profiled in any situation for having the clothes like that. But because we're in different times and because that's a person who's it's not a big deal and so expressionary. Billie's actually really dope. Her fans, not so much. Same thing I'm going to put on Taylor. And I'd even put Ariana Grande into this factor because when I say they were nasty, and to discredit this black woman who has put so much work into the industry, who your favorite's favorite, yes, your favorite's favorite, they're trying to make out Billie crying as her being disappointed when a lot of people were happy for Beyonce that night because they know of the snubs that she's been getting and they know Mama is the blueprint in the industry. And it does suck that that's not your fave, but I'm really disappointed in this new generation of youth that's coming up here that has lost the idea of certain things happening and it not going your way. And the first thing you do is attack. Now, I'm going to say this too. The Beehive isn't at all out the woods with this one yet. I haven't even done, I'm going to do the review. I'm not just going to start this off and start going in, right? But I just want to be honest with you. Beehive has their moments too. For sure. I've been in those chat rooms where I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Why are you bringing her into this? Literally, Taylor cheers B. They even talk Chapel Roan and Beyonce. I got the photos. Everybody knows that girl. They're all cool with her. But the way y'all coming after B after all of her time in the industry and you saying that they bought the award when there was an entire issue about the people who were voting for the award show and how there wasn't a lot of people that were representing what America looks like now. There was a lot more younger voters that were in the 13,000 voters for the Grammy committee. There were more women that were voting. There were more people of color. Mamu and Mina. my children. I'm just saying this to start this off. If you came here as a Billie Eilish fan and you came here to get your lashings out on Beyonce and Blue Ivy and you think it's justified, like this woman this morning told me on Facebook that she had every right to attack Beyonce and she had every right to come for her daughter because she had no place in country music. I kid you not. That was her excuse. She crossed the line and she came over to a genre that does not belong to her and she said it's hers. These are words verbatim on the internet I'm reading. How dare what's her name? Musgraves not get an award. She got a Grammy yesterday. She got a Grammy on Sunday. She got it for performance. You good? Like you good? The reason why that lady's nominated so much is because she does put in the work. She's nominated so much because she has actually respected amongst her peers, not the ones that are some banjo, tobacco spitting pieces of FO, you know, the rest of it. But like a lot of people keep on looking for her as what to do. You need to remind yourself the entire day for all music to be dropped was changed because of Beyonce, not Billie, not Taylor, not Adele, not anybody else. Not Eminem, not Drake, not Kendrick. Nope, Beyonce did that. Fridays is the new day because of her. A lot of people don't know that because they're too young to know about the history when it comes to streaming, when it comes to physical sales, and when it comes to the radio impact. A lot of us who are millennials, yes, I'm pulling our asses in here, even though some of us hate us right now. I even got to give it to the Generation X and people before us. We are aware of how music went from radio, physical copies to digital. We're aware of how that full impact happened. And that woman is coming from radio physical copy days. Radio physical copy days. And it's still relevant in the industry. You can be mad. But you attacking her, you attacking the fans, you coming for her 13-year-old daughter is strange. Strange fruit. Strange. It's strange, bro. So I just wanted to start that off by saying I'm not here to down anybody today. I'm not here to down anybody today. I'm not doing it. I'm not here to play on Taylor Swift because, to be honest, even though Taylor didn't win anything, Taylor looked like she had a good time at the award show, and I was kind of vibing off of her energy. Billie didn't win anything. It's not my favorite album in the world. I personally thought that shit was slow as hell and boring as fuck, but at the same time, Mamu, are you stuck up there? I gotta go get the big baby. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I haven't even started my video yet. Come here. Baby, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, Bubba? Oh, Bubby Wubs. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bubby, are you okay? What's the matter? You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. Say hi, Mamu. You want to get down? He's like, oh my God, I can see the camera. Yep. Hold on, Bub. Let me get you down. Let go of my shirt. I love you. Okay. He's humongo. Mina is at, well, you know, Mina doesn't like to get held, but whenever I do get a chance to get a close picture of her again, because we cuddle in the bed and we cuddle on the couch. She does not like to get picked up. Like, Mom, I can just grab and be like, here we go. But her, I have to like guide her around. Like, you know, she's like a Grammy award winning artist and I'm Jules. Basically, to Mina, I'm Jules. I'm flashing lights at cameras. I'm making sure no one touches her. I'm not grabbing her though, or whatever. She will get in my arms when I'm asleep, but she has to be in control. Torties are the most craziest cat I've never dealt with a cat like this before in my life, but Torties are freaking crazo. I love it though. She's so much personality, but she gets on my last nerve sometimes. She destroyed my living room this morning. Destroyed it. Destroyed it. Y'all had to see my living room, the entire litter box all over the living room. All over it. All over my living room. It's crazy. Right. Yeah, she's like, I would say Mina is my sir. Tumamu is my roomie when it comes to my kids. Roomie's gonna get on the cameras. Mina's like, I don't want to be on there. Okay. We're going to do Grammy talk today. Once again, I am not here to down your favorite. I'm not here to drag them. I'm not here to tag them or bag them. You can do all that disgusting, nasty stuff on the internet. I'm going to talk about my favorite moments from the night, things I found that were beautiful and amazing, and why I think the Grammys may possibly have something going for next year and going forward if they decide to continue this on again. I will give them the first suggestion I would have is do not hire Trevor Noah again. And I like Trevor Noah. I did not care for him during Grammy night. He was a little all over the place. I feel that they did have to change up some of the things that they were going to originally do based off of the fires that happened in LA, and a lot of that happened. But I didn't care for that immigration joke, and we're going to talk about that when we get there. I was like, you're from South Africa, having an immigration joke while people are literally being detained who actually aren't even doing anything wrong at this point in time. This is based off of like the firestorm that a whole bunch of radicals made because they're so scared of like, what? Like, let's not do this today. Like, they take one situation and turn it into it's every one of them, and it's not. God, I thought that was really weird how of all the people, I'm like, you're making the joke? You are making this joke. Okay, Betty. I was like, Betty. Okay. But we'll get there. We'll talk about it. But my name is Matty-Rants. MattyRants. We're going to be talking about the Grammys 2025 today and other hot topics that have taken place. Yes, I have seen the Black woman in Pakistan. Yes, I have seen all of those videos. Wow, we will have a light discussion about that today after the Grammy conversation, as well as some other hot topics that I just so happened to find on my phone today. As a reminder, this is my normal off day that I take to take a rest, but your boy is over here. I was like, man, I got to talk about this. I can't wait another 2 days to have this conversation. I cannot wait to have another. I can do it. So I was like, let's go ahead and go live today. That means that Wednesday and Thursday, I will still be taking some time off. I'm trying to get this car sold now that I got this title for it and got everything taken care of. So I'm working. And as soon as I figure out if we're going to get a car to replace it, I'll let you know. Because man, if I get a new car, that's the plan now. Maddie's going to be getting a second job immediately. I will be back to Uber eating all that. I'm ready for the hustle, baby. So that's why I'm kind of excited. February is going so far so good. That's how I'm treating February. I'm like, Black History Month is doing me right now. I'm just keep it here. Keep it here. Keep it up. But we do have a lot coming up on the channel. I plan on covering the challenge on this channel too. So you may be seeing reviews for that, as well as the Traders, and of course season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. There will be probably an announcement for another season of Drag Race coming up soon. I won't say what it is, but whenever that does happen, I more than likely am going to be covering that particular season. So I'll let you know. Just be aware, look at the community tab here on YouTube, and I'll give you everything that you need. I'll talk about my links after this video. So if you did want to find me in any other spaces or places, that is available in the About section on my channel. As a reminder, because I am not here to feed egos, I'm not here to bash on behalf of. I'm not here to come for your daddy, your mama, your uncle, your auntie, your brother, your sister, or your bitch ass. But this program, though, is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely personal views and do not reflect the opinions of everyone on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individual mentioned on this program, so don't be rude. And grab your libations and strap them, because Maddie's a little bit of a talker. You may be here for a while. A little more than an hour. If you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good poot. Do I got Mina on camera, low key? I don't know. Let me see how this works. You better not move, little girl. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Don't fall. Okay. Where is she? There she go. There goes Mean. Mean. She's drinking some water. Drinking her water, minding her biz. Okay, where are we at? No. Y'all, my ring light like flew. Hold on, y'all. My ring light like flew, bitch. I gotta bring it back. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Because this camera is so finicky. Oh, it's coming back. And the ring light came back. Yay. I don't know how that happened, but it worked. Okay, here we go. Bam. All right. Perfecto. Mamu, I hear Wheezy. Oh, you underneath me. Hey, baby. I didn't know you were underneath me. Hi, bubby. Okay. I did my disclaimer. If you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, your boy is trying to get Cowboy Carter tickets and low-key pay for this second deposit on his vacation coming up in May that he desperately needs. As well as if you want to drop a little something into the kitty cat fund. You just saw one fur baby. Well, we saw two actually. For, of course, litter and food and this, that, and the other. Yeah, drop a little tippy poo in my jar. PayPal.me / Matty-Rants, Cash App Matty-Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I am 38 hours sober. So if I seem a little bit like this right now, that is why. No ganji in this system currently. Not by choice, but perfectly fine. Yes. Hey, Liam. Thank you for being here today. We're going to talk a little bit more going into, of course, I know you wanted me to immediately look at it. We're gonna have to talk about that, but I'm not looking at anything to do with memberships until the end of this week. I'm doing it on purpose. A lot of you know I have OCD, ADHD down. And if I get caught up in something and I will lose track of everything and then I end up getting upset. So sometimes I have to like literally sit with something and just focus. And then once I've got it, I'm good and I don't have to see it again and I can multitask. I can multitask a lot of times if I'm familiar with it. But if I'm not familiar with something, it will overwhelm me and I will start to get really aggy and it's not going to get cute. You're going to be mad at me. I'm going to be mad at you. So give me a second until I'm ready to just look at everything, sit and focus on it and then go, okay, we can do this. But I need to make sure it's me and it's not your stuff. It's my stuff. Okay. Because it's on the channel, right? But I do appreciate the help. So we'll get there sooner than later. That is a promise to you. But right now, Maddie's a little bit overwhelmed with a lot going on in the background. Again, I'm trying to get a new car before now. Okay. And I'm also trying to make sure that this trip that I got coming up, I get to pay for, which is by Friday, I got to make my next deposit. And then we got to get the flights next month and all that kind of stuff. And then Beyonce announces this damn concert. She's going to be in Houston June, the month after my vacation, literally the 28th and 29th. And I'm going to this concert. I'm not in nosebleeds this time, but I will be going. I'm going to have to. I'm afraid so. I don't even want to do my birthday this year because I'm like, oh, so the concert is in June. So I don't need a birthday in September. That's literally how I'm looking at this. I'm like, I'm not. That was my favorite album of the year. Hence the reason why I was happy that it won album of the year. I mean, Renaissance should have won, Lemonade should have won, Self-Titled should have won, but I'll be quiet. Especially Lemonade, a Peabody Award-winning girl. Now that of all the albums, because that lady's been nominated 4 times, and this was the 5th time she was nominated. So like, yeah, we were gonna feel some fucking kind of way. I'm just gonna be real with you. We were gonna feel some kind of way. we were gonna be hot if that didn't go down the way it was supposed to go. Especially Lemonade, because that was a time. Ooh, I know y'all remember that HBO movie special and everything. I remember sitting, I know what I was still living in the West Chase area with my friend who, shout out to Gerald, he right there. But I was roommates with him. I was living over there. Was I? No, I wasn't. Where was I living when Lemonade came out? Where was I living? Oh, I might have been, because I lived with him twice, and then I moved to LA and then came back and lived with him again. I don't remember. I'll have to figure that out, but it was the time. Anywho, let's get back to it. I was there for the Beyonce digital drop. That was my favorite B moment because that was shocking. That was shock. like out of nowhere. No, not Pearland. No. I wasn't staying with D at the time. I wasn't staying with my ex at the time because I remember I was living at the house with him. Shout out to him. I hope he's doing well. He probably saw this and was like, nah. I'm like, I didn't say your name. I know you're okay, but no, no, I wasn't living there when that came out. I don't think so. No, I was staying somewhere else. Girl, are you trying to get me doxxed? Liam, shit. Stop naming places in Houston, girl. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know I love you, friend, but stop. Okay, let's continue. You know, people really don't like me that watch this show. They're looking for a reason for me to like pass real quick. You know, we can't give them reasons for that. They gotta hate me, but like want me to be here. Do you see how that works? You can dislike me, but you should, at least should see me every day. Like fuck me, yeah, but you should see me every day. Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you for the super chats. Where's my phone? I told you I'm yeah, where is my phone? Hold on, sister. Hello? Kids, where's my phone? Daddy can't find it. This is getting crazy. We got some super chats though. I want to make sure I get to those before we start this up because I was ready to go. Where is my phone? Oh, it's on the floor. And it's not Wednesday, but I never get to wear this shirt. Like, it's not Wednesday. I never get to wear this shirt. I never get to wear it. Because whenever it's Wednesday, I don't want to wear the shirt. Because I'm like, I was going to wear it on camera, but I never do videos on Wednesday. So, so I'm wearing it today. It's to Wednesday. To Wednesday. To Wednesday. Cheers. To Wednesday. It's stupid. All right, let's get the super chats and let's get this started and go over the Grammys. And I am going to go through each and every one of the winners that I would like to mention that I gave a talk about, if you will. But the super chats first, of course. 5UK, thank you so much for this. I bought Bills on cassette, Maddie. Oh my God. I think I had their first, okay, so I had Destiny's Child's first album on CD. I still remember it because it was like Beyonce early days, Kelly, like First Nose, all that kind of stuff. Short hair, Latavia, Latoya on the front of the cover. Yeah, I was there them days. I actually bought every album they had, to be honest with you. I bought every Destiny's Child album. I was a real fan. But Milan, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you all for the super chats this early. This is so generous of y'all. Thank you. This is not just for Cowboy Carter, but for her last 3 records that redefine culture, as well as for every other Black woman who was robbed of Album of the Year. Yes, Beyonce is I believe, the 4th Black woman to receive Album of the Year. The last Black woman to receive it was Lauryn Hill, and that was in 1999. So it's been since 1999. The first 2 prior to that were come on, Matthew. Whitney Houston and Natalie Cole. I know Tina Turner, I think, also has one too, but she won it with an ensemble of people. So it's not exactly the same like as in the solo Black female artist. So regardless of it, it was like a thing. And it happened, mind you, she was nominated several times. There was even the big moment with Adele that took place when Adele was like, why am I getting this? And I think that was when it was Lemonade, when she was like, why am I getting this? Like, this is for me. Like, girl, my album was great, but that lady like wrecked. Like, let's not do all that. But again, it's not about sometimes y'all, and it's not about you exactly. Let me not read y'all in particular. These fans think that they're speaking on behalf of their artists, and they are not. You're not. You have to stop doing that. Y'all look crazy. But Matricia, I can't believe the eyelashes. Is that what they call themselves? Because I had to look up at the name for them, Drewski, to block all of that on Twitter. And I have one of my favorite people in the universe is a Billie Eilish fan, but he's never gone past the point of what I have seen. I'm gonna be very real with you. Like I was paying attention to a lot of people's social medias. I noticed that Jamar didn't congratulate Beyonce. He posted something about Rihanna and then Christina. So I'm like, damn, Jamar's a hater. But I expected that from him because it's been coming out lately. He doesn't like Beyonce. Then, like, I was going through my other friend's page because I know he was rooting for Billie. And he was sad, but I didn't see him go DEI Awards. When did this turn into the BET Awards? It's funny that somebody posted that because Money Long won a Grammy for her BET performance. Yeah, there's a Grammy for performances, and her BET, Black Entertainment Television Performance, got her a Grammy. Hmm. It's also funny how people were using that as a way of discrediting Beyonce and Kendrick and other artists. It's really for Beyonce, but it actually showed who they are as people. Because you're the one out here talking about, oh my God, this is so bad what's happening in America. And I can't believe they're doing that to these people. It's so wrong. Beyonce wins the award, the DEI. Some people wear their mask better than others. And then eventually, when you don't get your way, it always shows. It always slips. Thank you so much, Wildcard, for the super chat. All I wanted from the Grammys this year was for Chapel and Doechii to both get a win, and they did. So I was very happy to see both of them get their flowers. Oh, and they got them. They got them all right. Let me tell you. So let's go ahead and get this started today. I appreciate every single solitary one of you for tuning in today. Again, if you would like to drop a tippy ippy ippy poo. Oh, apps and okay. I'm gonna pause you. No. Before I go any further, before I go off on you, because this pisses me off how you just posted this and you're trying to make it like I'm making this about race. I don't appreciate that. So I'm gonna address you right now because I feel you. I feel you, baby. I feel your youngness is spilling all over this. I don't think people are hating. That's bullshit. I have read the most horrible things on this planet. Whatever your algorithm is on, it's a beautiful thing. And I love this ignorance is blissful for you. This is disrespectful. And I'm reading it. This is absolutely disrespectful. Beyonce should have got Album of the Year for Renaissance or Lemonade. Not this year. Not true. Billy's album was quiet. It was very slow, a lot less better than many of her other work. Like now I'm up because I listened to all of them. And you had to pull in that you were Black for what reason, and it's pissing me off. I'm mad that you did that because it's almost like you're making my point about this all to be about her being a Black woman. It's not. She didn't get the award because she didn't deserve it. She didn't get the award because 13,000 people did not vote for her. She didn't get the award because she didn't get the award. And the same thing happened to Beyonce all those other times. She didn't get the award because the 13,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12, however many people that were there did not vote for her. This year, she got it. This year, she got it. She got it this year. She earned it this year. That album changed so much. She crossed genres. She challenged the people who are basically telling her, you can't sing our music. And you're telling me she didn't deserve that? You're telling me this lady that took back a genre that low-key was stolen, that low-key was erased our history from. And you're telling me that? That's why I'm getting passionate. That's why I hit this desk. That's why my passion stems from right now. Because you got the nerve. And I've tried to come at this very politely, and I really still want to. But when you say some shit like that, that blows my mind. Blows it. You didn't listen. You didn't receive. You didn't get it. And that's okay. But you being Black doesn't have anything to do with this opinion right here. You just like Billy's album more than you like Beyonce's. That I can receive. But about, well, I'm also Black, so it makes, I'm going to say this, that sets me up. That pisses me off. So I am sorry if you feel I'm coming for you right now, but that's the passion I hold in place for this argument that I've had all this fucking past 2 days over this album. Is that you do, not you, but people go, well, I'm also Black and I didn't get Cowboy Carter. Okay. No one is hating. They're bringing that little 13-year-old girl into these arguments. They're saying that Jay-Z paid for the award when he's just a voter. Like everybody else that was sitting and had a table that was there at the Grammys. All those people are part of the voting committee. So I don't, and again, and forgive me, I got so hot right there because I'm just like, you can't say they're not hating. They are totally. So that's okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Dalavera, we good people. And I love you. I'll give you a hug if I saw you for real. I was talking to you like you was my little brother right there. I'm so sorry. Whoa! It's this kind of rhetoric that is the reason why a lot of people say that racism doesn't exist. It's the reason why a lot of people say that what y'all are just making this up and you're just using big words to say all these things. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Just this little bit that you just did, that's the stuff that somebody would take. You're not even meaning it this way. They would just take that and go, well, he was black and he thought that Billy's album won. So yeah, technically this and that and the other. Claudia, have you lost your grip on reality, bitch? You know I love you down too. I didn't say he can't have his opinion. I am trying to help him with his opinion because of what it actually implies and what it actually takes it there for. I hope you're okay. Are you okay? You okay? Because you don't have to think that Cowboy Carter was the album of the year, but don't say that there was no hate sent out and don't use your race as a way of going, it's not about that. Are you good? I think that's pretty clear. And you're lucky because unfortunately with mine, it's a different story. I wake up, I have to block people. I have to do all that. I'm not dragging. I can if you want me to, but I'm not. But you're being disrespectful to me, so I'm going to let you go for right now because you're missing the point. And I love you, Claudia. And I know you don't receive it, but I'm going to let it go because I see you're passionate right now in these. Yeah, I see it. The caps are out. So I got you. So I'm going to let you be on that one since you're feeling a way about how I'm handling this situation. And I'm glad that Dalavera, who I was speaking to, actually received my point in understanding you can say that Billy won it, but don't do that. Don't say shit like that ain't happening and all that kind of stuff. That's ridiculous. So there you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for still being here today. I know I've pissed a few people off. I already knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to go down like that. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm all right with you not receiving my opinion or you being pissed off that I just did what I just did. I'm here for it. Did I make you mad in that moment? I hope it raised your blood pressure up. I want you to feel how I feel when it comes to people taking your feelings and invalidating them. And if you feel I invalidated that baby's opinions, I'm sorry, Delavera, but I'm talking to you. I'm sorry I invalidated your opinions. I don't know what Claudia on, but okay. I can drag if I want to. Should we go on for 20 more minutes on this or can I actually move on? Because I was ready to wrap up my point till I read that. Just let me know. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure. Because like I said, I'm not here to babysit. I'm not here to validate, and I don't give a fuck how you feel about me at the end of the day. If you don't like me because I said something that pissed you off, fuck you too. It's 2025. You ain't running shit over here. Tell you that right now. I'll drag as long as I want to, bitch. And you can get on over to Reddit and do what you want to do because they've been doing me like that. I've been already had it. Been dragged down, been taken down, been the whole bit. We can do all of it. Don't care. Don't care. I'm so disappointed. I do not care. Billie has 2 Oscars. She already has Album of the Year. So what are we doing? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. It's weird. All right, let's go ahead and get to this today. I am actually that's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. Okay, so let me give a Beyonce criticism right now. So y'all know I'm not just licking her butter. Okay. I'm still mad at the way the Carters went down. And I'm still, as much as I wanted her, as much as I wanted that album to be something, oh God, I like couldn't stand hearing J through the majority of the songs, and I was only here to hearing B. And then I was like, well, who is this for? And why did y'all make this? And why is this posted? And as much as like some of these songs are vibe, it felt like, why is this existing? And then I'm still mad at them for doing the On the Run 2 tour. Because why would you already went on tour? So you already had a long ass, big, extensive tour. You go on a second leg? I hated her for that. Let's just be very clear. I'm still mad about that. Because I went to the one when they said 2, and my friend's like, Matt, we getting tickets? No, we're not getting tickets. I already seen it. That's like, what was the one tour she just did? Not just did. Was it Formation and Mrs. Carter that were basically the same tour? I think that's it. I forget which one. It was one where it was like, it's the same thing. She just changed up the set a little bit. I was like, I'm not doing that. So no, let's not go there. I also wish that Beyonce would do darker hair more often. I really hate the platinum blonde. It's not my favorite. I actually really, really hate it so much, but I think she's still gorgeous. Mama, her face is meant for dark hair. It's meant for a nice honey brown. It's meant for something else other than that platinum bleach. It's too much for me. So there are criticisms for B. I have them. Trust and believe. Me, Blake, and Diggy, we're big fans, but like, we all have our takes of this could have been different, that should have been done, da 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 da. So she's not without fault. I just don't find the same faults with her that somebody like that person would find with her, this, that, and the other. And again, I don't hate Claudia and I don't hate Della Farrell. But I also am not going to have somebody tell me I can be passionate in my response to somebody. And also, I'm going to explain how I feel and then also let you have your feelings too. That's the true nature of a Libra. We're going to disagree, but at the end of the day, you're right too. In your own way, just don't say that's not there, because it's like someone takes that shit and they go off with it. Literally this morning, this lady was telling me that, talking about no one's talking about her. I had someone post something today talking about that. I wish that lady would just drop. I'm like, what? Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Also, before I even go further, because yes, I'm about to drag this because now I want to. Billy's on what, at year 10 of her career? B is on 25 something. Baby, you got another decade of even more to happen, even more changes, even more of an evolution of an artist that Billy is. You feel what I'm saying? Even Taylor. Well, do I put Taylor in that same category? I will say this about Billy, though. This is what I need to say. I think the song itself should have won a Grammy when it came to pop song. But then I was also like, it's a stacked category. Everything was kind of stacked this year, especially in the pop girls. Oh my God, pop girl. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was glad Beyonce did a country album. Because she probably would have left with shit if it was a pop album. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sabrina's album was that girl. Oh, Chapel's album was great. Didn't care for Billy's album, but I get why people like it. And there is no denying that girl's voice. I think my favorite song from Billie Eilish is still the one from the Barbie movie. And it's like a ballad. It's not even like something else. Short and Sweet is my favorite album from her. By the way, Louise, that was the one where I was like, okay, now I like this. I never cared for her until Short and Sweet. So I was like, whoa, what is this? This is an album. So I just didn't get into the Fair Weather. I just didn't get into that one. I was more of a Short and Sweet, just like how our boy over here was like, Matt, it was really that album for her. Beyonce had the last month. I would be like, I'd argue Short and Sweet was the one. Tinashe didn't even get nominated. And we're talking about impact, but Nasty, I'm a nasty girl, nasty. We were bumping that. That was all over TikTok. What are we talking about? That's another thing too. I'm recognizing when people say songs aren't making noise. Girl, if it was on TikTok, it made noise. I mean, is it open? Yeah, it's back open now. It made noise. Oh, hold on. I want to answer this. Sorry, y'all. We need to get to this. I'm just yelling at the TV right now. I'm just yelling at y'all. I'm sorry. But if you do not like me, I'm not about to beg for somebody to give a fuck. Like, I'm really not. We can't do that no more. She sang her ass off. Do you understand me? That's a singer. Dang. I could not get through. Let me tell you, I'm kind of shady because they were doing performances and they were going back to back to back to back. And I forget what category she was in, where they were was it new? I forget what Ray was in specifically, where they were making her perform. And I'm kind of mad they didn't do like a spotlight on her. I really didn't understand why she didn't get a spotlight. I guess it's because they were just doing like the main pop girlies or song of the year. But like, for everyone that didn't know who Ray was, I was hyped because I'm like, now they can see her sing. And she can sing. She actually wrote some songs on Renaissance, if I'm correct. What was the song again? She wrote something on Renaissance for Beyonce. She's worked with Beyonce on a couple of things before and a lot of art. She's worked with a lot of people. Ray's been like behind a lot of your favorites. Just like how Victoria Monet was. Riverdance. Thank you, Milad. That's what it was. Riverdance. I mean, shit, does Ray walk home with an award too? Because the guy who wrote Two Hands to Heaven won an award last night for Album of the Year. So does Ray win one? Wait, does Ray get an album? Because technically she wrote, and a lot of people that were writing on the album were getting credits and got that award too. Wait, is she? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, she did do Bigger. That's one of my favorite songs too, Jazz. Bigger than you, bigger than me, bigger than me. Better. No, but Ray can sing. She is just so talented. There are that, like, when Doechii won her Grammy, I want to see that for Ray later. I want to see that for Ray very, 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 very soon. Because, like, yeah, she's one of my faves that I have in my repertoire, people that I listen to. We got some super chat. Oh no. Hold on. Delavera and Claudia, I do want to give y'all hugs. Claudia, you don't have to receive my hug. It's okay, baby. You may be gone right now. Told me to go fuck myself. I get it. I get it. I feel bad. I mean, I was still standing my passion, but I feel bad because I'm like, I just took my anger on Tim 34617732219 and went off. And I didn't mean to, but I more so was like, how could you? You know what I mean? Like, how could you say that? But I also get we all have different algorithms and different viewpoints of social media. Sometimes mine is on the darker side of the forest, I should say, and a lot of it comes from, like, I guess, me liking controversial takes, and I think that's how the algorithm gets me into those things. So I always see some bullshit, unfortunately. The only time I don't see bullshit is Blue Sky. I hope that app doesn't go away. I'm nervous that they're not going to do well, and then we all end up back on Twitter anyways, but it is what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to it. I'm like, I just don't, I don't know. I guess it's because I've dealt with years of the Beyonce hate. And I'm talking about Maddie's been doing this for ages. You know what I'm saying? When Facebook was the first thing, but it doesn't give me an excuse to go off on anybody. So there should be no reason for that. Dear chat, save your anger for that journal. Oh, vibe. We're about to talk about it now. On the red carpet, that had me red. I'm still, if she's not fired, I don't know what to say at this point. I went to school for broadcast journalism. If she's not fired, like, and I'm going to do the play-by-play because y'all saw the video, right? And I hate how they're downplaying this. And there's no downplaying this moment. She literally wasn't even paying attention to the man. All I'm going to say is I saw a lot more standing up for trans people, LGBTQ people, women, people of color, immigrants, etc., in speeches than we saw from people whose job is supposedly is to do that. I am very proud of Chapel. I'm very proud of Gaga. A lot of people said that Gaga wasn't for the gays anymore. Well, guess what? That abracadabra's got y'all feeling a little bit different, doesn't it? Um, there were really good speeches this year. Very much that. I even had to give it to Alicia's stealing somebody's man keys. Like, she even had a good speech. I hate that they went off on her though online, because when she was like DEI is not a, I forget what she said, it's a gift, and they were like, gift. I'm like, oh, let that beige lady do what she got to do. She's clearly in her peaceful era. She's doing just fine. Everybody's okay. It's just a lot, but I did appreciate that. Hey, Maddie, as a fellow Libra, don't let your scales go become imbalanced. Always keep yourself centered. Love you down. Keep being you no matter what. I did have a moment of doing the wrong thing here and choosing the wrong way to react. So still, I will hold that and I will pray on it later. But if Claudia receives my apology, I give it more than anything, as well as Delavera. But at the same time, we're talking about music. I get stupid passionate. I need to not. I need to just watch. I literally started this video going, I'm just gonna talk about them, and then we're not gonna go there. And then look what happened. I should be studied. No, I should. Don't study me. All right, let's talk about this bitch. In what universe is this okay? I'm asking. In what universe is this all right? Associated Press. Hear me out. And again, broadcast journalism major, and did many classes on how to speak to people in public, not chewing gum, even though I did that in one interview that you can see online before, and eye contact and yes-anding and being able to hold a conversation. So this other reporter who is doing her job asked Babyface a question. If you heard the question, it was kind of like, I mean, he can answer it, but they were talking almost as if women in music weren't doing anything. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Women have been running the game for like a big fucking minute. You feel what I'm saying? So like, to me, it was like, okay, we're asking him a question. It is kind of relevant because yes, women are at the forefront right now. So let it be. Let him answer. He was trying, Babyface is not old, but the man has had time on him. And again, this is a big night, a lot going on. This guy has produced. I'm getting y'all the goosebumps on my arm. I'm getting mad just talking about it. He has made some of our favorite songs. He has been in the room with almost every artist you can think of. No matter what color, no matter what background, no matter who they are, that man has been in the room. He has made music that has changed our lives. It is the truth. Babyface, I don't want to put too much on you, but I have to because it's the truth. You are that man. Thank you. Thank you for some of the music. You're responsible for Boys to Men, some Brian McKnight songs before he became an asshole, and a lot of other people that I'm getting goosebumps to talk about. Tony Braxton's career, bitch, what? He did songs with Madonna. He's done songs with Whitney, Aretha, Celine Dion. Name them. Start naming people. He's been in the room. This man's a legend in the game. And mind you, we lost Quincy. We lost Quincy Jones. And to think that could be someone that we see sooner, not later, excuse me, get your words together, Matthew. Later on down the line, we lose Babyface. It's going to be wild when we go through the discography of all the music he's worked on and produced. Get ready. Because y'all going to be gagged, especially the new kids. It's going to be like, he did that. Oh, he did that. He did that. He did a lot of shit. Oh, don't bring up the Wait to Exhale soundtrack. Yeesh. Claudia, I'm glad you're still in here. I'm still holding my apology and my big hug for you. But I do want to highlight this because this is kind of tea. Is this true? I'll spill some tea. I have been in the industry before. God bless you. Claudia. So you know about the before Beyonce became Beyonce, when she was still her Destiny's Child getting that group phase. I helped hook Michelle up for the Destiny's Child audition from my city. Well, Claudia, I'm gonna say it's true and include it in truth because sometimes we share up in here. But when I tell you, if that's the truth, we can thank you. Because that changed that group up, if we want to talk about it. Like, when they put that gospel throat up in there. Girl, when I throw you under the bus. Just tell me when I threw you under the bus. Help me out for that. I was mad when you told me I can't tell nobody nothing. Hold on, y'all. We're Rant Pack. We fam up in here, so I can talk. But for real, help me understand. We can make that between me and you. But let me know. Just help me out with that one. Just not anybody, just me and you. But back to this. She wasn't even paying attention. She's asked, the other reporter was asking the question, did y'all see her? That shit was weird. She was like, how do I physically do this? She went, someone was telling me something. I'm like, no, that's not at all what was happening. Someone was trying to get the attention of something and you were blocking it. I watched your face, stupid. You sat there and you were like, okay, and they thought, okay, and you got back up. You then saw Chapel Roan. He is still answering the question. You dead ass while he was talking. Chapel didn't even apologize. It was the other woman that said, I'm sorry. You said it twice. Chapel twice. Didn't speak to the man. Wait till Chapel got there. Laughed him off. You sure did. And then you went to hand your mic to her. You didn't even offer that to Babyface. Didn't even look at him. I was like, what? I know so many young people in college right now who want to do this job that would have never, ever done this. I get that we're big fans of Chapel and we're big fans of a lot of different artists in the world, but it is beyond disrespectful to do what you did to a music legend who has literally shaped the entire world of music that you listen to, regardless of what kind of sounds you hear, your pumpkin spice latte, fuckery, whatever. That man shaped it for you. And I don't receive the apology because this is bullshit. And I think that for Gary over here and our other reporter, I don't know this lady's, I'm assuming her name because they're not in order. If I looked at her, she gives me a Leslie. I feel bad for these other two. I'm hoping that they don't get associated with this as well because they were working as a unit for the Associated Press. Does that make sense? The Associated Press can fire her ass or put her on a different detail. She can't do red carpets no more. She can't be a part of the pop culture segment no more. Now that we know her biases are so deep that she would push somebody away so she could have time with the artist that she wants to hear from. I'm just saying. To me, that's a fireable offense, and you can't work in this field anymore because we're forever going to associate you with that. And if I see you on a red carpet again, I'm never going to want to speak to you. Do you hear me? If I was a celebrity and saw that shit and knew that lady was going to be on the carpet that I was working or I saw her there, would ignore her ass. Would ignore her. I'm not talking to you. I know you like to push people and yell for other art. Ain't no way. There's a way to wrap it up. Afro Majestic. Miss Afro Majestic. Gary was the one was tapping them to wrap it up. Silver dress decided violence just to interrupt the icon baby face. Yeah, there's such a way of doing it. Like, he may have had taken some time to get to his point, but what you do, okay, this is from my knowledge of going to school for this, is like, if someone's having a hard time getting their point out, you don't speak for them. You still allow for at least somewhat of a sliver of the opinion to get out, to where you can then interject in and sort of help them with their words. But you have to wait for them to say something that gives you context to go, so what you're saying is that we in the music industry really should look towards, it's actually Krista, not Leslie. Wow. Why am I saying wow to that? That's stupid. Okay, forgive me. Let's flip it up. I was the Majko. You got me in my little. I was starting to act. Okay, hold on. Come back. Okay, so it was actually Krista, not Leslie. Okay. So Krista was the one that fucked it up. Leslie's the one that was embarrassed. Gary is the one that was trying to wrap it up, but didn't know how to. Okay, here we go. Back again. Okay. So what you're saying is that, from what I hear from you, Babyface, is that women in the industry have had to deal with so many different issues that it's great for all of them now to be basically ahead of the game, because a lot of women have done multiple works within the music industry, whether it's instrumentals, whether it's writing, whether it's singing, all of the above. And you have been at the forefront of that by giving these women not only helping them with writing down amazing songs, but helping them with instrumentals too. And it's a way of you showing love for women, Black women in particular, Babyface. So honestly, I just want to thank you for. See, now I went on a little long here because I'm going off the top of my head, but like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to like, I don't want to blame Leslie, but I think Leslie was just kind of in shock, because I think she also was just wanting to do her job and she didn't want to rush this man because she was aware of him. I don't like the fact that Krista lied to us, because Krista basically said, we're big fans of Babyface. You're big fans of who? Oh, girl. That was wild when she came up here and she was like, yo, we want to apologize for what happened. We're big fans of Baby. I was like, girl, what is going? I was like, you couldn't have been a fan of his the way you just did that. That's not possible. Like, why do you need to lie about that? I appreciate the Associated Press, the Associated Press, like making a statement or whatever. But again, like, she can't work red carpets no more. Give these two other babies maybe another opportunity, but her, no, no. Ooh, okay, y'all. So I totally remember this. Thank you, Paramount Plus. Because Paramount Plus, I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. So shout out to Paramount Plus. They just reminded me that Yellow Jackets is coming on. Um, wait, do they get something for this? Paramount Plus? Can I start promoting Yellow Jackets and they get a free week? Can we do that? Well, I'm trying to see for y'all right now. Okay, I can't say something they posted in here because there's actually tea in this email. I can't say about something that's coming up. I'll tell y'all end of February. Okay. But for Yellow, okay, I can start promoting Yellow Jackets work. Okay, bet. Okay, so I'll be covering Yellow Jackets because I did cover the last season. No, it's not an anthology series. It's not an anthology series, but it does cover this group of women group of girl soccer players that get stranded out in the woods, and they end up having to do things to survive. But yes, if y'all do the Paramount Plus thing, apparently this is included with the Yellow Jacket stuff. So I will be talking about that later. Let me make a note of this, because they're like, we see that you're a part of our affiliate program. If you want to get paid, you need to start promoting more. Excuse me. Yes, because the second one is weird. You may like the second one. The second season was cool, but for those of us who like really love the first season, it took us on a wild ride for the second season. Third season, I'm nervous because they've established a lot. And now that we kind of know what the thing is and what all that kind of yeah, I would watch season one. Season one was really, 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 really good. The second season made you feel that way, but I don't know. Because I don't even know. Because at the end of it, it was a little confusing. But yeah, we were feeling that way too, Magical Mermaid, but it kind of changed up a little bit. But I also don't like, cannibals. I'm not a fan of that. So that is a little difficult for me to watch with the show. But I get they're stranded, so everybody's got to eat. But it's like, oof, that's the one part I'm like, oh my God. And I don't like how they're choosing some of the people to go. I'm like, oh, why her? Or why her? She's the way what happened. I left them babies alone. Do you understand me? Sure, we would find ourselves on the other side of the forest, beach. Y'all eating, folks? No, no, no. Yeah, season 3 looks cool. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 was just like, okay, it was going somewhere, and then towards the end, it got a little wonky. I did like Elijah Wood's character, and Christina Ricci is amazing. Okay, let's get to the Grammys themselves. Come on, Matt. We were supposed to talk about this. It's an hour in. We went down a yes, no, maybe so. We also went into Maddie's yelling at people because I'm not supposed to be caring about the opinions, but I totally care about the opinions, but they can still have their opinions. So my Libra scales are going, ah! Sorry. I have to keep this. We got to keep this protected. We use this part of our throat. Okay. We got to keep this protected. Oh, why do I like to bite my mic? I don't know why. Sorry. Stupid. Listen, I don't care for the Grammys normally. It's just everybody's sitting here and saying hello. Sometimes it just works out. We all get our favorites win. Sometimes it doesn't work out at all. It's like, okay, what the hell are we watching here today? And all that kind of jazz, right? This one was different because they only televised a couple of awards. They didn't televise all of them. They only televised a few. Everything else was like off camera, and so we didn't get to see a lot. They were more focused on the performances this year, as well as because of the mass fires that broke out in Los Angeles. The focus was about raising funds for, of course, aid out there, then also giving back and showing love to the fire men that, worked on those fires and the first responders. So I thought that was really cool, but it also was it kind of felt a little tied up with Trevor Noah making immigration jokes and trying to be funny at the same time. Like at one point, he was talking about Beyonce, and he's dead ass standing in front of Taylor Swift, and he's talking about Beyonce for like a good bit. And as much as that makes me giggle for a Swiftie who's like a hater, let's say I'm a fan of both of them. Brother, why are you standing dead ass in front of her talking about B like for a good fucking minute? And then you pass her. It was as if he didn't even know because he was going by like doing everyone he sees. He looked at her in the face. I thought that was weird. Looked at her in the face, walks away, comes back. Oh, and Taylor Swift is here. Obviously, she's nominated several times. What you what? I used to really like Trevor. I don't know what's going on. Is it because you're not on the Daily Show no more? What's happening, Fred? I used to be a fan of Trevor. I don't know what's going on. They need to stop calling him. I think Keke Palmer would have did a better job. Keke, I think it's time for you to start hosting award shows, sweetie. I think you have made it past that point. The Angela Bassett's and Jennifer Lewis's of the world have basically fusion danced into you now, and I think it's about that time, if you will. I think Keke would have done a great job. I can name a few people. Nope. Maybe. trying to think of a guy who I think could host and do really good. I would like Kiki, but somebody like, come on, let's think of a guy who I think we can host and do a very good job. Like this guy, Wayne Brady. I think I will keep Wayne Brady. I may be the only person that likes him. He's corny, but he's cute. He's corny, but he's cute. It's the truth. It's the truth. Crash, don't do that. I totally date Wayne Brady. Hugh Jackman, we know he can sing. Alan Carr is hilarious, but Billy, no. No, not Billy Porter. You know exactly why we're not going to do Billy Porter. And as much as go ahead, Billy. Go ahead, Belena. You know what Billy Porter would make that whole thing into. Yeah, him the whole time. Yeah. 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 The whole show. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't let him name somebody white. He gonna be like, oh, Harry Styles. This someone black. Don't cheat. Oh, they're gonna hate him. No. You can't put him on. No, he's gonna make it worse for everybody. The Jonas Brothers, they're still making music. I can see it now. Oh my God. It would be so funny now. Oh my goodness. Joe McHale would be decent. He's been doing a good job. I do like him for House of Villains. I do like, I like Wayne Brady's corny self. He's cornball, but okay. Crash it up. And now for the technical achievement and sound mixing, honey. Well, I'm not gonna do this reward, baby. I'm gonna do the big ones. So we're gonna get somebody else to come out here. What that little girl name is? Coco Jones. Come on, bitch. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Shh. No. Nah, no Billy Porter up here or hosting nothing. Child, we ain't gonna get shit done. We're not gonna even have that man host the ball. Because Pray Tell would do his job. Oh gosh. Okay, let me stop being stupid. Doechii winning for best rap album. That felt good. I felt real good. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the nominees too. And her mom standing behind her. Oh my God. That's beautiful. What did Bleecker is doing like a fashion thing right now? Is it Tom Brown? Is that the name of the designer? I remember Bleecker was telling me, like, Matt, you need to clock in because I think they're going to do something with Tom Brown exclusively because they've been wearing nothing but Tom Brown to promote and do all that kind of stuff. I'm like, very interesting. Okay, here we go. Best this and the other. And high key, Beyonce didn't win every award she was nominated for either. So she was nominated 11 times, only won 3. Girl did not clear. She didn't clear. She got the AOTY though, but she did not clear. Best rap album went to Alligator Bites Never Heal, who was in the category Might Delete Later by J. Cole. The Auditorium Volume 1 by Common and Pete Rock. I didn't even know Common had an album out, no shade. The Death of Slim Shady, Coupe de Grace by Eminem, and We Don't Trust You, Future and Metro Boomin. So I'm going to tell you this now. The only people I can see even being in the same room as Doechii as far as best rap album is probably J. Cole. And I love Common Down, but Common ain't been the same since that Serena breakup, in my personal opinion. I'm pretending like I know the albums. I'm the same way. A lot of the only categories I knew were stack were pop. Everything else was a little bit like all over the place from different people. Yeah, Common had an album apparently. I heard the J. Cole album was awful, but I know that people like J. Cole, so I assumed the people who were, I guess, nominating him or voting for him were like, no, let's put Jay in there. And I know Kendrick wasn't on this list because his album didn't come out within the Grammy time frame to be submitted. So I need y'all to really clock in. Kendrick can technically take this album that he just dropped and throw it into the 2026 Grammys if he wanted to. He won 5 Grammys for one song. That is insane. Baby, that's insane. That's really awesome, but that's insane. Oh shit. So 2026 is gonna be okay. Hear me out. I don't know if Kendrick is gonna have it on lock next year. Because that Tyler album, baby. I kind of live. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tyler's album. Not gonna lie, I still listen to it. Don't stop. That's one of my favorite songs. I love that song. Love the song he does with Doechii. Love the song he has with Santi Gold. There's another one on there I like a lot too. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. I have it as part of my fighting game music. I tell you all the time when I'm playing fighting games, I listen to like music versus the soundtrack sometimes. And okay, here we go. I Killed You. Woo! That song is fire. Bitch, I killed you. Yeah, that song's everything. I Killed You. I like Balloon featuring Doechii is one of my favorite ones too. I Thought I Was Dead with Schoolboy Q and Santi Gold. That's the one. That one I listen to often. I have it on my star list. Sticky, even though I skip the sexy red part every time. Ratata, that's another one. And I think Hey Jane. Yeah, Hey Jane's on my list. Okay, yeah. I like the album. It's different for. I've listened to a couple of his albums before. That one prior to the pink one, that was everything. But I took my time away from him when he allegedly had said that he's bi, but he won't date black men, and I was like, what? I was like, I think someone just inserted that, but I'm gonna let that go because I was like, why would you say that? But no, I like this one. I think that Kendrick's gonna have some competition with Tyler the Creator going into the next Grammys, at least for hip hop. I know that Drake is releasing a new album. Did you see that? That the day after the Grammys? So Kendrick wins 5 Grammys, and then you tell people the next day that you're making an album. Britney. Ooh, the way it's gonna be a long day in hell before Aubrey Graham gets a coin from me. I'm sorry. Ever since he came after like the business itself, I was like, there's no way. There's like you're suing the label, like you're mad at them for this, like you're saying they manipulate the numbers and they didn't, but you're known for doing that. You do that, yeah, nah. I was like, nah. He lost all his cool points with me. Mm-mm. Bad enough he got my coins for he. Well, I mean, we can't help that. We couldn't help that one. Mother was attached to it. We couldn't help for it. Not T.S. Aubrey. Shut Kendrick. Stop it. Not okay. Not okay. That was funny. Sorry, can't do it. Jazz. I hope you got your life with the Cowboy Carter announcement in Abracadabra. We're gonna get there because I'm gonna talk about Abracadabra when we get to Lady Gaga. Cowboy Carter. I'm nervous because I'm like I want to go, but it's the month after my vacation, so I'm a little nervous. But yes, Doechii was all of us last night. Not last night. I keep on thinking it's Monday. On Sunday night for the Grammys. Thank you for that eye roll. Thank you. Thank you so much for that eye roll. Thank you. It was needed and necessary. I appreciate it. I saw someone bringing up Nicki Minaj. I'm not going to drag her because I'm not in the mood for all of that today. I'm going to say, I think the reason I know Nicki's been critical of the Grammys in the past, and they do sometimes hold grudges. Ask The Weeknd, because you saw how the producer, like one of the main people at the Grammys, came out. We all's forgiven. He can perform again. What? Okay, then. So there's a couple other people we need to talk about that are also a part of this conversation where we need to say, yeah, are they going to be able to come back up in here? So, um, but no, I think that Nicki was critical of the Grammys, and I think they try to play her this time when it comes to it. I can at least say for her, even though it wasn't my favorite album of hers, there is at least like one or two things they could have like gave her nominations for. I'm like, well, we're talking about rap albums now. Like, you could have put, or would it have been last year? I forget when that album came out. Please forgive me. Was it last year? Would she have been for the last year Grammys? It would have been for this year. Um, You're aiming for ATL tickets? Okay. I'm definitely going to the Houston show. She always does something special for her city. But also, if you didn't like Cowboy Carter, I would be furious if you were at that concert. Like, if you did not like that album, I would be evil. Why are you here? Because we like Beyonce. No, 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 no. You drag this album. Let us have this. Renaissance was hard to get good tickets, okay? And a lot of you hoes came up in here and didn't like this girl either and still went to the show. Let us have the good seats. You buy the nosebleeds. I want them to. I need them to take a test before they buy the tickets, like Cowboy Carter questions. And if they fail, they only get like nosebleeds. That's all that's left to you. Okay. I need. I got my pre-sale code too, bitch. Sure did. I signed up for both the 28th and the 29th, but I want to go on the 29th because I've gone to Beyonce concerts on Sundays. I had to look back at every ticket I've ever had of a Beyonce concert since the rodeo Sunday. Every show I've gone to has been on a Sunday, and I'm like, I need to keep that tradition. Sunday service with me. But no, Doechii, you deserved. I love Alligator Bites Never Heal. This is a mixtape. You won a Grammy for a mixtape. Kendrick won Grammys for a diss track, and you won rap album of the year with a mixtape. Chew, bitch. Oh, I was livid. Oh, I'm not going to miss this. Jazzy, I'm sick to my stomach too. I missed her tour. I will never miss a Doechii moment ever again. If she goes on tour and it comes to Houston, I'm there. I'm there because that performance that she did at the Grammys, wow. Wow. We had outfit changes, we had dance breaks, we had transitional scenes and movement going over here. We went from Bullfrog to Denial is the River. Hoo-ha. Step out this bitch in the game. Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah. It was wonderful. I had the best of time. Yeah. I was like, okay, girl, you in here. You in here. And her sales have gone up. Numbers have gone up since this performance. A lot of people didn't even know who Doechii was. Some of us had familiarity with her. I've known her since Spooky Coochie. I've known her since Spooky Gucci. And Cookie. I missed the Yucky Blucky fruitcake. That one I found after Spooky Coochie. Because my friend Jeff, shout out to Jeff with a G, he was like, Matt, you haven't heard this? I was like, what? He's like, Matt, listen to this. I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then ever since then, I looked up everything I could find on her, everything I can possibly find with her. And it just changed my world. I was like, oh, I like her. I like her a lot. That's the girl. She's the one for me. This is my MC. I've been looking for a rap girl that's really gonna make me go like that in a while, and she's the one that has finally made me go, oh bitch, I have to be clocked into everything that you do. I learned about her because of Matt. What? Doechii, I did it. Look at me, girl. I got you a stream. A stream. But I got you a stream. To me, when Azalea Banks called her something really fucked up, very not okay, it was also playing on colorism. So I was kind of wondering why a dark-skinned woman would talk about another dark-skinned woman. I was like, what? I'm not going to say what it was, but it was on those kind of lines of what she looked like and why she was trying to come for her. And I just didn't understand her visceral issues with Doechii. I was like, why is she mad at her? I think maybe because Doechii may have said something back in the day, like, you know how people are on the internet or whatever. But I was like, girl, why is this bothering you? Because she's doing what you could have been doing right now, which is basically the fusion of different genres into rap. Because Azalea is fucking talented. As much as she gets on my nerves, I'm never going to take that away from her. As well as many other artists like Taylor and everybody else. Like, they're all very talented people. However, either their fans ain't shit or either they did something that ain't shit. And Azalea is one of those folks that just open their mouth and says, and nothing comes out of good graces. Like, you call her something really fucked up in one moment, and then you praise the other girl who is clearly okay, and then you make it all about her. And I'm like, this is wild. I don't know, but I miss her. I do miss Azalea. I miss the old days when I didn't know that there was all that going on. And 1991 was still one of my favorite experiences, as well as Fantasy, as well as Along the Coast. Slazy was a great one too. But I think my favorite song from Azalea, well, it's tough. One of them is definitely come on, Matt. Oh, I haven't heard the song in so long because I stopped playing her music for a second. Oh man, come on. Because I have Miss Camaraderie playing in my head, but that's not the song. It's a song that she didn't put on the album. Not Anna Wintour. That's a good one though. It's not on Broke with Expensive Taste. It's the one where it starts off like she's on the beach. I'm two types of potential muscle. Mike can't forget you. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I remembered a little bit of it. Okay. Muscle Mike can forget you. Oh, that's come on, Matt. It's not hitting me. It's not hitting my brain. I'm gonna find it before y'all do. Count Contessa. Thank you. That's what it is. Count Contessa. I was like, not Miss Camaraderie. It's another thing. It's another Count. Count Contessa is that girl. Every time I hear it, I would have bumped. I would have be like, I would have just hit that floor, baby. Two types of potential. Okay. I'm sorry. But Doechii, you're my girl. Cousin, is that you? Hey, cousin. Y'all, this is actually my real cousin. Hey, cousin. Not my play cousin, my real cousin. Hey, cousin. Ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing, Rob? Okay. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Sorry, I was looking at my notifications. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of my Rant Pack family. If you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo, Matty-Rants. And yes, my cousin is a part of the community. Shout out to him. Last time I saw you, I was in New York, right? Yeah, I was in New York. I'm supposed to be coming back this year, but we'll see how that goes. Either way, Doechii is amazing. Shout out to Doechii. Congratulations to her on her Grammy. But also, we got to talk about Chappell Roan here too. Chappell, okay. Because I was one of those folks that found out about her in the middle of the full gay revolution of her like existence. And I was like, okay, I get it. I see why everyone likes her. That performance of Pink Pony Club is going to go down as one of my favorite things I've seen. Your vocals were crisp and clear. And I'm not going to shade Sabrina because I love my Sabrina Carpenter. That's my bitch. However, Sabrina, it was like she had a little issue. Some of her notes weren't hitting because she was moving a lot. But I saw Chapel singing, and I'm like, Mama was moving, and that voice wasn't strained, not a tad bit. Sabrina can still sing now. I'm not knocking her, but Chapel's voice was solid. And Bleecker made a great point. Bleecker was like, those theater kids, Matt, the theater kids know how to do breath control because they've had to sing on stage for like the longest. That girl was singing. But that pink, I was over here, Pink Pony Club. God, I was in my house just singing a bitch. Like, basically, gay, 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 super gay, 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 lesbian, gay, 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 trans, gay, gay, gay. That's how I'm the song for me in terms. It's gay, 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 lesbian, gay, 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 bisexual, gay, gay, lesbians, yeah, trans sisters, now gay, gay. Gay. I loved it. I thought it was great. And so this is me. I was like, did she get to talk to? She did. I'm like, why did I not ever see this during the broadcast, the teleprompter? Because because B kept talking to people, and I was like, I wonder if she talks to Chapel. Because I know Blue, Blue listens. Blue is telling Beyonce all the new stuff that's popping up, and like, Mom, did you hear? Mom, did you see? Mom, did you did? That's happening. So I was like, oh my God, they got it there. There were a couple moments where I was like, yo, my favorites are speaking. So when I see people talk about, oh my God, Olivia and her talk, I'm like, I'm with you. Whenever I see B talking to someone, I'm like, oh, okay, she knows who that is. Good. She's not out the loop. Bad. I loved it. I was like, yay. But no, Chapel, thank you so much for getting up there and having a conversation about the complete bullshit atrocities are happening in the music industry when it comes to up and coming artists, especially when the pandemic happened, and that there were people who literally needed healthcare, who were working day in and day out to create music for these companies, and they're not getting anything back in return, but basically chump change while they're feeding off of their power and their talent. It was brave, and I was scared for her. Because I'm like, she didn't say not one lie. And you can see it from the people who were in the audience that were crying while she was talking. Beyonce's even everybody was standing up for that speech. So I'm scared because I'm like, that was huge. And I know she was terrified because she was chewing gum. Her and Doechii both chew gum when they're nervous. If y'all didn't notice that, go back and watch the broadcast again if you can. Whenever Doechii was sitting there and Trevor was talking and doing that whole little bit, she was chewing her gum hard. When she got the award, that gum was chewing hard. Chapel, that gum was, and somebody was like, that's so disrespectful. I'm like, no. That's somebody who is dealing with their nerves, and people who sometimes like will pass out or possibly have like issues with anxiety. And that is her way of being able to, okay, I can talk because in technically I have control. Yeah, Billy also had gum in. It's a way of control. Also, you want your breath to smell fresh, but like, I know for me, if I'm like, for example, I haven't smoked any ganja today, and my nerves are very bad. My nerves are very bad. So I'm going to be chewing gum today. It's like an oral fixation sort of bit. It also lets me feel like I have control of something while I'm doing something at the same time. I'm not overthinking everything. Like, I get it. So when she was up there, and I think it's even more powerful that she put the Grammy down just to keep on talking. And it was in a journal. It wasn't like a piece of paper that she pulled out her titty. It was this cute little journal, honey, that she had wrote maybe that day. And I was like, wow. Wow. And cousin, I know you work, I'm not going to say where you work, but you work in a particular place where you see people like celebrities all the time who have to interact with people together. And those little moments of, hello, how are you doing? And just light banter, they mean the world to people. You wouldn't believe it. You not saying anything is going to make someone make up a whole story about you. And that's the gag. It's the truth. I'm worried for her, but we'll see. We'll see. But I hope she doesn't get like She opened her mouth. We got to get her. I'm like, no, let her cook real quick because she didn't lie. And it is something that you also could do to help them. Like literally, like a small plan, if you will. Little things like that. Oh yeah, because they did that with Billie Eilish crying for album of the year. Not taking my eyelashes out. They were saying that Billie was crying out of disappointment. And I'm like, what if Billie's crying because she's been a fan of Beyonce and she finally sees her win the award that she already has won before? And she's seeing someone who she looks up to actually get it back. Like, find it, like, yeah, our girl got it. Taylor got hers, Billie got hers, B got her. Do you feel me? Like, I do not think that girl was crying out of disappointment for that specifically. It gave more happiness than like disappointment. Okay. It really did. Even when B was told album of the year, did you see that head nod? I was like, ooh, wee. It's almost like she couldn't even be happy for it because it was like, okay, they finally did it. It was the country one where she was like, what the fuck is going on here? Where I was like, oh no, that lady is surprised. But it was the AOTY where she was like, it wasn't even like, duh, I knew I got it. It was more of, finally, let me just get up. Like, finally, like, let me just get up. Because she was crying when she hugged that firewoman. I was like, yeah. But no, let's talk about Sabrina Carpenter. My God, Sabrina, how dare you tell me you have a deluxe album coming out? Because yes, I'm gonna get it. Because yes, I love short and sweet. I like this album a lot. I'm a little hateful here. I'm not coming against my Billie fans, but if she won, I would have understood. I would, because I bumped this album down. I bumped it down, 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 down. I bumped this album till it broke to pieces. Let me tell you my top three, my big three from Short and Sweet. I love this girl. I love her. She's corny in the best way possible, and she's in on the joke, and she's totally not overselling anything. And I love it. And I love her aesthetic and style. Oh no, Tristan, I'm in it. Oh, I'm in it. Like, who, I forget, was it C Diggy who got me on her? Someone like told me you need to listen. Because I kept hearing Espresso and I'm like, what is this damn song? I said, okay, let me go look at this girl. Please, please, please was not a selling point for me. You may be like, it wasn't. It was not my selling point. Taste. Sold immediately. Once that song came out, I was like, oh. So my favorite songs are Taste, Sharpest Tool, Juno, Espresso, Bad Kim, Coincidence, and my favorite song, I have it on repeat, is Don't Smile. Don't smile because you're happy, baby. Smile because it's over. Oh my God. I like that there's some blend of R&B notes in her album. It's pop, but there are some R&B elements that are in there. And I'm like, ooh. Oh yes. She's quite that girl. I'm a big fan of Sabrina Carpenter. So I was happy to see her performance. That was my first time seeing her perform. Crashing into the super chat. Sabrina is so tiny. The deluxe album for her is just like a shut up. This is dumb. It's cute. Her performance was just so cute. It was just so cute and sweet. And, you know, the mic was on, but I could tell like her voice is very soft. So sometimes I was having to turn up the volume a little bit and then she would hit the higher and the bigger notes. I was like, okay. But seeing her get her Grammy, that really did like, oh, it just filled up my heart because I was like, I like her. Oh, Kayla, it's such a good. I wanna miss you, baby. I wanna miss you. I have not heard Paris by Sabrina Carpenter, and someone told me that one of the songs that's coming on the deluxe album is really good. Like Matt, you're gonna love the deluxe because one of the songs is a bop. I'm like, no. So I will be getting it. I'm definitely a Carpenter. Huge fan, love her. She's such a cutie pop. Yeah, whenever I hear girly pop, I don't think of people like ALR. I think of someone who needs to be in a hospital when I think of ALR. This is girly pop tease. This is cutesy ootsy wootsy. This is adorable doll. Like, she is adorable. And she can dance and she can sing. I love it. Cutie Patoot. She's such a cutie. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I see her, I'm like, don't give me, I can't go to her concert because I'm gonna be over there as one of the only grown men going, very girly pop. Oh, yes. I like her music videos too. They're all stupid. They're like they're very stupid. And I like that she uses it's not like everybody looks the same. Everybody looks different. I'm like, okay. Yeah, she's a cool one. I like her. So congrats to Sabrina Carpenter. She won several yesterday. Let's go through some of the wins right now before I talk about Lady Gaga and Abracadabra. Abracadabra. That bridge is everything. That bridge is right. And the chorus is right. And the bridge, nasty. Woo. Okay, let's go over it. I couldn't believe Kate Renata didn't win any Grammys last night. I was like, what? Because I had to give it to Kate Renata before I gave it to Charlie, but I know y'all ain't gonna hear me for that. But I'm a Kate Renata stan, so that's different. So of course, album of the year went to Beyonce, Cowboy Carter. Record of the year went to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Song of the year also went to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Best new artist was Chappell Roan. It was stacked, low key. Producer of the year went to Daniel Nigro. Non-classical. Songwriter of the year, non-classical, went to Amy Allen. Ray was also nominated. She was nominated for a couple of them. Yeah, I was sad Kate Renata didn't win, but I didn't go online saying Charlie's a BI, finish the rest of it because she didn't deserve A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I just would have gave it to Kate Renata because that I listened to more than Brat, but at the same time, Brat was that girl, and I enjoyed Brat a lot. So I was like, no. I was like, I don't know how to feel. I hate being a Libra in moments when both my faves or somebody I like and everybody I like is in the category. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. Best pop solo performance went to Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter, who was in pop solo performance, Beyonce's Bodyguard, Apple by Charlie XCX, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. A stat category. Best pop duo performance. This was stacked too. Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift, Us, Levi's Jeans, Beyonce, Post Malone, Guest by Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish. Thought that was going to win low key. The Boy Is Mine, Ariana Grande, Brandy, and Monica. That could have won too. Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. I felt that one was definitely going to win because, baby, when this came out, y'all could not stop playing the song. And I have to stop listening to it because I get really sad when I hear it. I get very sad when I hear the song. Like, that song does not uplift me. It makes me very emotional when I hear Die With a Smile, bitch. Like, that shit makes me emotional. I'm like, I want to die with someone with a smile. Pop vocal album was also a big category. The pop girls had to fight this year. Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, Chappell Roan, The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. And Sabrina Carpenter got that win, Short and Sweet. For the Billie Eilish fans, I definitely can see the Hit Me Hard and Soft. I didn't care for it, but Bleecker explained it enough to me to make me understand, okay, I get it. This is not for me, but Bleeker's interpretation, I was like, okay, I'll re-listen to it over again, see if I find something that makes me like go, okay. Eternal Sunshine, I wasn't really feeling it as much as I was other projects that Ariana Grande did, but I also think that Ariana's focus was more on this movie and what's going forward with The Wiz right now. The Wiz, wow, I gave her a black movie. Boop, boop. Oh no, The Wiz, I got it right. Wait, what? Wicked, there we go. Whoa, Matthew. I was like, no, it's not. It can't be The Wiz. There's no way. That would make not a lick of sense. What was this play called? Play. Remember Adina's face. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was me. Ah, yeah, yeah. I was like in my head. She went, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Wicked. That's the name of it. All I had to think about was that how. Wow, wow, wow. And it was there. There we go. No, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind has some good songs. Soulful Dog. I remember. I'm sure Big Sean did. Ooh, all right, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Let me stop. Back to this. Best Dance Electronic Performance. Disclosure was nominated, and so was Kaytranada. What? Justice and Tame Impala won for Never Render. Why was Witchy nominated? I wouldn't have nominated Witchy from that. I would have nominated the Pink Panther song. I wish that I could snap my finger. Oh, na, na, na. Like the Don Richard song, this Pink Panther song. What my other baby? There was a couple songs on that Kaytranada album that should have been up here. Why didn't put that one up though? I'm tired of Childish Gambino sometimes. Best Dance Pop Recording. Make You Mine, Madison Beer. I don't know how y'all see it for her. She's not for me. Von Dutch. That's a good song. Charlie XCX. La Amour de ma vie, Over Now, extended edit by Billie Eilish. Yes, and Ariana Grande, and Got Me Started by Troye Sivan. Now, I'm here for Charlie winning it, but I could have seen Ariana Grande taking that for Yes and. Easy. Oh, very, very, very easy. I'm glad Von Dutch won because it's a bop, but like, oh, Yes and could have easily been like, here you go. But I think, didn't Ariana Grande say some things about the Grammys too? Oh my God. Yeah, I think the Grammys don't like her anymore, and I don't remember what it was specifically. I think she also said something, and it was like, oh well, if you say something, then we're gonna do that. That's kind of how they operate, but it is what it is. I think she could have got it for that. Best Dance Electronic Album went to Brat by Charlie XCX. Kaytranada was also in here too, but that would have been my other choice. Now, Best Remix Recording, Alter Ego Remix by Kaytranada. Oh, he was, bitch, you were nominated so many times. A Bar Song, Tipsy, David Guetta, Espresso Remix. I never even heard it. Jaw Sees Them. Never heard it. Von Dutch, we've heard that. So Espresso remix is what won. I'm gonna be real. Alter Ego remix by Kaytranada should have been the winner of that one. If you have not heard the Kaytranada version of Alter Ego, you're welcome. Go listen to it. It's a bop. That's for the lounge, honey. That's lounge music. That's the 25 and up crowd, 30 and up crowd. Okay, that's that music. Ooh wee. Best rock performance, the Beatles won. Now and Then, the Beatles won. She had a falling out with one of the show producers. Ooh, okay. Beautiful People Stay High, The Black Keys, The American Dream Is Killing Me, Green Day, Gift Courses, Idols, Pearl Jam, St. Vincent, Beatles won. You're lying. It's an AI song. No, are you serious? And they won? Who gets the award? Like that doesn't make any sense. Why are we rewarding that? I'm so confused. I'm very confused. Why are we rewarding that? We shouldn't be rewarding that. Is it because it's the Beatles? That's not okay. Yeah, we shouldn't be rewarding that lazy work. That's lazy to me. That's very lazy. You didn't do anything. You just put something in and typed it in and made it happen. What? It was nominated for record too. Let me look at that. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Maybe because I have God on my side. It was nominated for record of the year. I don't like that. Shout out to the Black Keys, Green Day, Idols, Pearl Jam, and St. Vincent, because that's kind of fucked up if you think about it. Okay, Best Rock Song went to Annie Clark. Songwriter St. Vincent, Broken Man. Okay, St. Vincent did get something there. Go ahead. The Rolling Stones won for Best Rock Album, Hackney Diamonds. St. Vincent won they won 2 Grammys for Flea, Best Alternative Music Performance. Oh, three-time winner, excuse me. Best alternative music album, All Born Screaming, St. Vincent. So St. Vincent had 3 wins for those of you bringing up St. Vincent. Well, at least Annie got 3, but St. Vincent got 2 total. Well, no, St. Vincent would get 3 because it's rock song. So yeah. They're from Texas? I'll have to look them up. Oh yeah, best R&B performance. It went to Money Long for Made for Me, live on BET. Best traditional R&B performance, that's You Lucky Day. Shout out to Lucky Day. He's hot. I would have also liked if Marsha Ambrose got that one, or Layla Hathaway. I would have gave it to her too. Best R&B song went to SZA for Saturn. She was up against After Hours by Kalani, Burning by Thames, Here We Go, Coco Jones, and Ruin Me Money Long. I'd have gave it to Coco. I'm glad SZA won, but I'd have gave it to Coco. Yeah, Marsha Ambrose has a song called Wet. Best progressive R&B went to Avery Sunshine and Anderson .Paak and Knowledge. It was a tie. You want to know who I'd have gave it to? Duran Bernard, baby. Get my sister brother up. Give him his Grammy, sweetie. Get my bent wrist brother his Grammy now. I'd have given it to Duran Bernard, bitch. As much as my friends make me listen to his music, because at first I was like, who is this? And I'm talking about Duran. If you're watching this video, you're probably not. My whole group in Houston bumps the entire Badussy out of your music to the point where I had to listen to you. I didn't even know who you were. I was like, who is it? Oh, man, he's a part of the community. Oh, he gay? What he giving? Oh, okay. He not one of them uppity bottoms, is he? Bring him over here. That motherfucker can sing. And that little body can sing. Sing. I'd give it Duran. That baby can sing. Okay. I've been here for it. Yeah, look him up. His name is Duran Bernard. Y'all, if you can spell the name in the chat for anybody that's interested, definitely give it a look. He sing down, girl. Sing you out of your panties, low key. That voice goes, oh. I love how he does the interchanges. They go, he can go here and they go, Now, the winner of Best R&B Album went to Chris Brown. He beat, pun intended, Layla Hathaway, Money Long, Lucky Day, and Usher. Best rap performance went to Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Who he was up against was Cardi B, Enough Miami. I wouldn't have nominated that. Common and Pete Rock, When the Sun Shines Again. Never heard of it. Nissan Altima could have won. Houdini, I don't see Eminem. Best melodic rap performance went to Rhapsody featuring Erykah Badu. Congratulations. I like Rhapsody. They went for best melodic performance 3 a.m. They were up against Kalani, Beyonce. Linda Martell would have got a Grammy for Spaghetti. Damn you. Rhapsody, I'm just playing. That would have been so dope if Linda Martell got a Grammy in 2025. Bitch, that would have been everything. Feature in Metro Boomin in The Weeknd and Lotto. Oh, Lotto was nominated. Okay. Oh, they call her melodic rap? That's what they say of her. Okay. That's what she's doing. I don't care for Lotto's music. I did like that one song. It's Given Boss Bitch. Yeah, that was a song for me. I couldn't do the rest of her. Best rap song went to Not Like Us. Kendrick Lamar basically won pretty much all of his categories. Asteroids, Carnival, Like That. Oh, Kanye was nominated. That's why he tried to show up. Okay. Best rap album. We talked about Doechii. We talked about who she was up against. Best traditional pop vocal album. Norah Jones. Sorry, I'm old enough to say that I know Norah Jones from a completely different time frame, before the pumpkin spice latte craze and everything was in the honey beige flavor. I remember Norah Jones from them days. She's still winning stuff. Go on, girl. Best musical theater album went to Hell's Kitchen. Best country solo performance. Best country solo performance went to Chris Stapleton. It Takes a Woman. Y'all got one. Who is he up against? Shabuzi, Casey Musgraves, Jelly Roll, and Beyonce. It's kind of awesome to see two Black people being nominated for a country solo performance award with Shabuzi and Beyonce, especially with the whole, I didn't even know who Shabuzi was until B, no shade. I gave it to Shabuzi because that song was literally, he's not for me. You know, there are certain things I'm just not for because it gives Snow Bunny Chaser, but like that song was popping. It popped. I wouldn't have gave it to Jelly Roll because he said some shit I didn't appreciate on a radio interview, trying to be like all technical and stuff, and he didn't realize he was insulting Beyonce in the same process. Talking about she hasn't put in the work and the time. I was like, what? I know you not talking. The Architect by Casey Musgraves, I could have seen it for her. So I would have given it between Shabuzi, Casey, and B. I can see Chris Stapleton too. Now, Best Country Duo Group went to Beyonce and Miley Cyrus. And that had to be one of my favorite moments of the night. Because I fucking love Miley now. I'm just glad she's not pretending to be anybody else. I hated her when she was always trying to do something else and trying to be a part of the trend and all that. I'm like, no, just be you. Be you. Look like the chipmunk that you are and be the sweet self that you are. Thank God she stopped trying to be somebody else. She's so much more authentic now. But I was really hyped that they won for Two Most Wanted. I have played that song into the ground. I play that song into the ground. I low-key want that song to be a part of my wedding day. I'm not lying. Either wedding day or engagement. I'm not even kidding to you. Engagement party or wedding day. I want that song. I would not be mad if my man had proposed to me with that song playing. I would lose my grip on reality, probably pass out. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That song is beautiful. I don't give a fuck. Love that song. And I also thought it was hype because for those of you who watch Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus had a whole scene of her pretending to win an award and be in the same category as Beyonce. And they end up winning a Grammy together in reality 15 years later. That is what I'm getting goosebumps. That's like heavy. Like it was written into the line. It was something you already loved her as an artist and you work, and then you end up winning. Literally talk like that. That would blow my mind as a person. I'd be like, that is not how this is. God is real. That means God is real. God is real. But then I just love how she came up. You got to give it to Miley, though. They were playing Flowers. Everyone's singing the song, but she walks up and does the performance that she did last year. Like, yes, I did that. But Beyonce, we won. I said we won Beyonce. That shit was funny. Because if you saw, and I love how people are dropping different angles of everything that took place. There's different angles. Alicia Keys apparently was talking to Beyonce at the same time. Gaga had just sat down for something. Like there was literally this whole interaction. I was like, do y'all not see? Everyone is speaking to each other in the middle of all these things taking place. No one's like, why is she there? Why is that happening? They're all just mingling and shit. And then she's like, we won. And then you can see B and Alicia turn and go like that. Like it was like, oh my God. Like it was really cute. But anywho, let's get to Gaga because I'm proud of my girl and I'm so glad she's back. But let me finish these wins. Casey Musgraves did win a Grammy last night for Best Country Song, The Architect. So she may not have won Best Country Solo Performance. She did win Best Country Song, and Best Country Album went to Cowboy Carter. Best Americana Performance went to Sierra Farrell for American Dreaming. Yaya was in this category. I have not heard any of the other songs. I only would have gone for Yaya. I believe Shakira won for Best Latin Pop Album because that was part of the main broadcast. Also, clock that in. Shakira, Beyonce, Beautiful Liar, Miley Cyrus, Do you hear me? I was like, there were so many connections to like one person or two people to where it's like they've won something or they've worked together or they've done this and they've done. Gaga is sitting next to Beyonce in the different seat. Taylor's back over here, apparently she was part of Bodyguard. Then you've got Miley just did Two Most Wanted. Then you got Shakira, Beautiful Liar. Billie Eilish and Beyonce spoke. I'm like, are y'all gonna do a song? Are y'all gonna do a song? Y'all gonna do a song? Can y'all do a song? Can y'all do this? Can y'all do this? Sabrina Carpenter heard talk. I was like, oh, are y'all gonna do a song? Can y'all do a song? That's all of us when we watch these shows. Like, I wonder if they work together, what they would be, what they would do, what they would be. Matthew. Okay, come on, let's wrap this up. Let me give him the proper title. Known for his transphobic jokes, Dave Chappelle won for Best Comedy Album, The Dreamer. That sounds like a better way to introduce him. Dune Part 2 won for Best Score Soundtrack, beating The Color Purple somehow. Justin Timberlake was nominated? It was for the Trolls movie. He did not win, though. Good for him. He did not win. Olivia Rodrigo was nominated for the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It went to John Batiste, though, for American Symphony. It never went away from American Symphony. Best music video went to Kendrick Lamar. Best music film went to American Symphony by John Batiste. Those are all the ones I have so far. But for Best Pop Duo Performance, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars took the trophy home. And Bruno Mars, after his 7th bump, allegedly said, "Isn't Gaga amazing? We thank God for Gaga." And then Gaga actually gave a fucking speech. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Trans people are not invisible. She had me right there. I immediately stood up. I was like, get up, get up. Gay Gaga is back. Get up. Gay Gaga is back. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. She is no longer working with Tony. She ain't got to act like and pretend like for them people that don't care for us no more. I said, okay, girl, come on. I said, here comes Lady Queer Guy. Let's go. Let's go. I was here for it. I was not prepared for that music video. I was not prepared for Abracadabra. I had a feeling it was going to be the song that was going to sell it for me because Disease took a second to grow on me. I didn't like it the first time I heard it, but the second time I heard it, I lived. I have to listen to the song without the music video because the music video is nothing for me. Die with a Smile is one of those songs where I'm like, if I hear it, I'm going to be happy to hear it, but it makes me emotional, so I don't want to hear it often. And when I do hear it, I'm probably going to be in my bed, like asking God, why not me? My hole is open and ready. But then that was it Visa MasterCard convert, bitch. I was like, is this the whole music video? That was me. Is this the whole music video? Cadabra. Cadabra. The fact that Jan has already got the choreography. Did you see the drag performances that are already happening? The song has been out for less than 48 hours, and the girls are already doing the full choreo. I mean, Tito Burrito, I will not disagree with you. Replay is still the greatest song next to Marry the Night, in my personal opinion, and Replay is still that girl for me. But Abracadabra was the one it's selling me to get Mayhem because Disease didn't do it and neither did Die with a Smile. I was still gonna get it regardless because I'm a Gaga fan. But like, I was waiting for a song that was gonna make me go, "Oh, okay, this is it. I'm in." And this was the one. And that video was nasty. It was so good. I was like, "Oh, choreography, full group routines are back, full setup. Oh, all of it, everything. Production wild." Give me avant-garde, Gaga. I was happy it was back. Yeah. Yeah, this is me when I sing Disease. Swim over my baby. I don't know the words, but this is how the song goes now. I could be your doctor, I could be your sneeze. Achoo, I could give you tissue, let the mucus just bleed. Going down your mouth, I sneeze, look at the boogers as they pee. I could be your doctor, I could be your handkerchief. That's literally how I sing the song to myself. I told you I'd never do the original words. What is that? Who needs to listen to the words of the song? That's right. To sneeze. You didn't know that's the real word? To sneeze. Hachoo. That was the ad lib. Hachoo. Y'all, listen, we're almost at the 2-hour marker here. We are clearly having one of the best times of our life. I'm so happy we're out of the woods we were in earlier here. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, and subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. If you want to drop me a little bit of love in my jar today, a little bit of loving in my jar. Look at this. A little bit of loving in the jar. Okay, sorry. Please and thank you. It's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $ MattyRants, Venmo Matty-Rants. Drop your boy a tippy poo for hosting with the mostin', 2 hours with the Grammys, and all that good kind of stuff. Please and thank you. But honestly, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the super chats. And thanks for your conversation. And again, because I should have done this way better earlier in this video, no matter if we agree or not, no matter where we stand, let's just support our faves and let's buy their shit and do what we got to do and just not come out there and be those nasty people. Let's just not do that. Auntie, stop, Matty. Listen, baby. Hey, I want to encourage the children to throw a little extra love my way because my cooter needs a scooter. It wants the hooter. Not that racist, Paul. All right, but listen, I probably should be productive, but I've been locked into this live since we began because Michaela, you got good taste. Are you at work? Girl, don't get fired. Okay, listen. Girl, don't get fired. Listen, low key towards the cowboy. I mean, high key, yes, JB, towards the Cowboy Carter fund because girl. But also, I don't know. Today has been just a weird day. I woke up and I was like, I don't want to not go live today. That was literally me. I haven't smoked for over 24 hours. So my sobriety journey is hitting me hard. And I was cleaning the entire house, and doing all this kind of stuff. And I basically haven't slept since I've been up since 3 a.m. So I may crash out after this. I may crash out. I've been up since 3. And I was like, bitch, I'm gonna have to go live today. I gotta talk about the Grams. I gotta talk about everything. I miss my people. Sometimes I take these breaks and I'm like, I need it. And other times I'm like, what is everyone doing? Is everyone okay? This is me. I'm like, are y'all good? My cooter needs a scooter. I love when y'all remind me of my foolishness because I swear to God, it just comes out. It's right up here, the joke and everything, or whatever nonsensical formation of words I got, and it's like, just say it. I'm like, sure, and then it's gone after that. So these are the archives. These are the archives. Congratulations to Lady Gaga. I am ready for mayhem. I know Miller is too, but I am ready for this album. I'm kind of hyped now that I heard Abracadabra. I was like, okay, I want to know what these other songs are about to give because this gives me a little art pop tease. Not the same, but somewhat of it. And I'm going to say this too. Y'all slept on art pop. That album deserves so much more, and we did not give it its dues, and it deserved way more than it got. That's why we didn't get another one of those again. And we ended up with a pink hat and shit. Art Pop is still one of my favorite albums. I have to go back to it. To me, it's, I think, her best, if you will. Yeah, you know what? I am going to say that. To me, for me, it's her best album because I can listen to every song front to back and not switch. Love it. Love it. Matthew, I need you to advise Danielle on the trainers because what is she doing? You know, Bob the drag queen's been online saying Danielle's actually doing a good job, and then everybody who gets eliminated by her is always praising her because like we had no idea. So I think I'm gonna have to start looking at the show a little bit differently from a perspective of the player and not me as a viewer sometimes, because I may be missing something because Mama over here is doing the most. And I'm like, Bob, now how are you saying this? And the way it's looking is like, it's so obvious. But then I'm like, that's an edit, Matt. Like, we're not in there with her. I'm so behind though. I'll put like this, Michaela, to give you sort of like a wrap up and not too much on traders right now. Danielle will either go home this week or next week. And if she's not gone in the next two, then she just may win this God blessed game. Because there's no way. I really don't know. Yeah, she got a lot of hate from the general public from Art Pop. You think it's because it was very queer, you know, it was very queer focused, even though we were in a time during Art Pop where we're all, everybody's, very more friendly in the LGBTQIA plus community towards us. You think that's what that was? Because I don't understand. I still don't get how we couldn't dive into that. I think it's because it was too gay, if you will. It was too gay for them. But swine alone, y'all don't even know. I used to shout out to Houston, shout out to South Beach, and some of the other bars out here. Because when Art Pop was out, oh bitch, they played her in the bars, baby. And they played the songs, not just the singles. They played the songs. If Guy came on, oh, us queens were out there. I wanna be the we were doing it. But when Swine came on, you want to talk about nogging? I have never seen so many people with non-rhythm throw their bodies on the ground as hard as they could. And it was still see you next Tuesday. It was still giving. It was too deep in the cut for the general population. I believe that. I think even the song Art Pop, remember that video? Oh, it was everything. A fallen angel. Are you kidding me? It was everything. She's in a crater. Come to me. We are. Sorry, y'all gonna hear my Beyonce. I mean, Gaga lives today. Beyonce, Gaga. They're in the same realm as far as I'm concerned. Thank you, cousin, for the tippy poo. First tippy poo of the day. Boo, 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 boo. Appreciate you, friend. Keep it up, cuz though. I'm trying. I didn't want to cook tonight, Loki. I had to. Okay. I got a calzone from Kroger's the other day. And you know me, I like shit on sale. So it was like $2, $2.90 because it was on sale. It was gonna go expired. I was like, bitch, I'm gonna heat this up. I got a calzone for cheap. That was the nastiest calzone I've ever had in my life. It's the nastiest calzone ever. I ate all of it because I was hungry, but like, bitch, I was over here like, whoa. The whole time I was eating it, whoa, it's hurting my teeth. Lady Gaga's been accused of Satanism again. We're so back. Listen, I'm telling you, Gaga, see, they always accuse Beyonce of Lucifer worship, right? So she always gonna stay relevant. Gaga, when they let you be Christian for like 5 minutes, you don't know what that did for you. The gays were concerned. They're like, oh my God, they don't think she's evil. We can't do it. Hey Urban, also Maddie Mayhem is now framing winning album before it's even out. I believe it. I mean, she already has 3 songs that she's promoted from it. You feel what I'm saying? So like the campaign's already going, if you will. It's already starting. I shot at Gaga. All right, y'all. Let me talk about Shakira real quick because I do love me some Shakira, and I also was really hyped to see her perform. Somebody on my timeline was like, she wasn't really doing anything. I'm like, do you know how old Shakira is? Bitch. She's not old by any means, but by your standards of ageism, she's up there and she is cutting up. So, like, please stop. Taxes included. But no, I actually really did enjoy Shakira's performance. I kind of was, I don't know why in my mind, I was thinking if that blonde-headed lady get up with her big titties and her underbra not fucking poking her in her tits no more, we're gonna get Beautiful Liar for 5 fucking seconds. If Beyonce just stood up and got a microphone and they just did one riff, I'd have been, I'd have been stunned. It didn't happen. However, that hug was for our Beautiful Liar girls. This part here, that was for our Beautiful Liars. That was for us. That was for us that sat through that era, that lived and breathed. I was like, this took me back to the She-Wolf days. This took me back to the B-Day days. This took me back to like when Shakira and Beyonce were working together and then all that kind of, y'all, I was just like, yo. But then but in the middle of the performance, running up and just hugging her, she didn't have to do all that. I was just like, ah. Because I grew up with these babies, grew up with Shakira and B. So it's like, oh. Kendrick, you already know it's tea. You are the ultimate troll in the music industry. And I'm not speaking in reference to height, but like, honey, I think this is one of the funniest things to ever happen ever in the industry of music. A whole diss song for a dude who went and got a BBL and some abs put in. Because those abs aren't real. You want to see some real abs? These are real abs. Okay, sorry. They posted that picture of Drake shirtless today, and I was like, oh, we're doing beige, shirtless beige. I'll do shirtless beige. I'm beige. We do shirtless beiging. Beiger? Like, what are we doing? Baby, I'm at 250 crunches and leg lifts and this now with my like ab game. My goal currently before my trip in May is to be able to do about 400, if you will. And then if anybody's like, Matt, how you doing it? Y'all, I do sit-ups every day. And it sucks, but I do it every day. And even if I don't do the same amount of reps, I'll go, okay, I'm not going to do 200 this morning. I'll do like 75, but I'll switch up the style of how I do it. So it works lower and upper. But yes, every day is how I got this little down like that. So it's the consistency. And now I'm too scared to stop working out because I'm like, what if I like take a break and they just go away? I'm like, nah, bitch. Nah. Well, yeah, not 200. Okay, let me clarify that. 200 sit-ups, but not 200 straight. I'll do 50-minute break, 50-minute break, 50-minute break, 50 break, and then call it a day like that. That's how I normally do it. Push-ups, I can do 100 straight, but I do 150. And that one I do 35 break, 35 break, 25 break, 25 break, 20 break, 20, and go like that for my push-ups. Squats are different because ass fat. Yeah, no. I can do as many of those as I want. Call it a day. Mm-hmm. Peace. Kendrick scalped the naked mole rat again. He won 5 Grammys for one song. I live. And do you know every time that man's been nominated, he literally takes home about that many too? I think the last time he was nominated, he took 5 as well. I think he has 15. I forget. He be clearing when he come in there. He is a cutie patootie, low key. But like, I like Kendrick a lot. I like his music down. Love his music. Love his music. I think he's an excellent artist. I can feel every bit of what he's saying in his words. I don't find him to be a faker or on that bullshit. I know Wildcard, no shade. I kind of wish that Diana did the album of the year, but I'm gonna let that go. I was still here for her getting it, but like, yeah. 15 and a Pulitzer. And mind you, think about that. He's got 15 and a Pulitzer. Beyonce's got 35 and a Peabody. So next year when that album is up, I don't know. It's crazy because I know Drake is releasing an album too. So can you imagine if Kendrick and Drake are also nominated next year? He was like the only guy I was paying attention to at the Grammys. I didn't care about any of the men this year. No shade. Shout out to men. Hoorah. But like I didn't care about no man at that Grammys this month. I think that's why it went so well. It was about the ladies. This one's for the ladies. I'm not even lying. I'm not bullshitting. We got a couple performances here and there by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but this one's for the ladies. For that was what the Grammys felt like for me. I was like, okay, the girls are taking it, and Kendrick, ladies, and Kenny. Okay, like, oh, oh, yeah, it is the fact that everyone is dancing to "Not Like Us" in the auditorium. Okay, Taylor Swift dancing. They not like us. It's Beyonce having worked with Drake several times. Because she can't like go in like she usually do. So this is Beyonce's like polite little. she just be like, "Oh my gosh, that is so good." In her mind, they not like us. They and she went. It's Jay-Z bopping to it. All your peers are in there vibing with it, vibing with it, and everyone, as he's walking up the stage, a minor gag. That was gaggy. I was like, okay, this now Kendrick, you definitely deserve them awards, baby. If everybody in the room is doing that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Sorry. I need to eat something. My stomach was like, girl, you've been talking. I have this in a long video. Um, sorry, this was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. We don't really when we get Beyonce reactions, we keep them, we hold them, we cherish them because that lady's a goofball. For those of you who don't know her or have never seen any documentaries or anything's on her, she's really a silly Billy. And she does present as perfect, but when she's like no cameras, whew, I know Beyonce be letting out huge farts, okay? But listen, whoever, I don't know what happened. I'm glad they fixed it. That underwiring in your bra was killing me for you. It looked like it hurt. When this is for country album, because she got there and then sat down and it was like right before, and she was saying hi to everybody and just getting seated and all that kind of stuff. Uh, but I knew in my heart she was not expecting that. She was like prepared for it to be somebody else and to be like, okay, that's cool. It's whatever. Do. Mind you, she was already a winner walking in. Her and Miley got a Grammy. So it's not like she's like, oh, they fucked me over. She's also had that happen too. I think even for Four, like Four definitely deserved a lot and it didn't barely get anything. And that one of her best vocally produced albums ever. Um, but it was when they said her name. It was even Jay-Z's reaction too, because everyone was a little bit like on pause, like, wait, what? Blue's the only one going, get up. Blue was like, get up. Oh, yeah, Casey, they already clarified that Casey wasn't upset over that because she had technically also already won that night too. They were just saying a lot of it is being perpetuated from the cameras doing close-up shots, direct face, this, that, and the other. If you're not smiling, you must be unhappy for her. Because Casey's whole camp came out and was like, that's bullshit. Mind you, Casey worked on Cowboy Carter. None of her songs were picked, but she worked with Beyonce on the album. Why would she be making a face? It's a co-worker. What? I think more people wanted her to be upset on behalf of themselves. And it felt like that was the same case for a lot of people. Whenever she won something, they would like show, hey, Alex, I'm in the middle of a video. Can I call you right back? Okay, love you. I'll call you right back. That's my sister. Sorry, y'all. The oh, there go my ADHD. Come on, Mac. They're like, oh, Billy crying because she's mad. It's like, no, no, no. B-Day only winning 1 Grammy is wild to me. That's like literally her best work. That is wild. B-Day. Oh, and we still go back to the album. We still go back there. We still go back to that one. That's like one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Renaissance deserved better. It was a lot. But regardless of all that, I get it. People are upset their faves don't win. You know, you feel the ways about it. I just don't get the attacking part. And I put that down on both Beehive, eyelashes, contraceptives, toilet paper, dental, whatever name you have for the team. It's like, just go buy their shit, go to their concert, buy their merch, keep supporting. I don't want to hear how much you hate somebody, girl. The fuck? And I'm sure they don't want to see that shit either, unless you're like Tasha K or Kaya or somebody else who gives like pickle juice smell. So there you go. I don't know. This was just funny for me. I was just like, girl, what is going on here? Is this the way she was like, what? And Blue's like, girl, just get up. Like, just get up. Like, mom, come on. Like, stop being silly. You know, as kids, you'd be like, oh my God, stop. You're embarrassed. Like, come on, get up. Yes, I said your name. But no, she won her awards. I thought it was beautiful, beautiful. And I was happy for my girl. Glad she won the AOTY she's been deserved. I would have been happy if that was even the only award she won that night was AOTY. I'd have been done. Like, whoop, all right, cool, bet. Not since 1999 with Lauryn Hill. As a Black woman won that award. And prior to that, it was Whitney Houston and Natalie Cole. I think she's in good company. And I think Tina Turner did too, but she was with an ensemble, so they don't count it as like a solo Black woman performance. So yeah. Well, they said that the votes came from 13,000 members and they had to change up because they've gotten criticism in the past that the voting party is majority white and older and sort of set in their ways versus it being like people who actually represent the time right now and who is currently listening to music. So as much as everybody's like, she didn't deserve that award. Are you also saying that for Sabrina Carpenter? Are you also saying that for Chappell Roan? Are you also saying that for Kendrick? Are you also saying that for everybody else that night too? Because technically they got younger people, they got more women to vote, and they also got more people of color. And they try to make it more even based versus it being like a majority of these people are here and majority of that. They tried to even it as much as possible. So I would say for those who are mad this year, we need to look at next year to see how you feel. If you always feel that award shows are, I know, Jazzy, I'm just, I'm giving my take. I'm giving my take. I'm giving my take. But you know what I mean? It's just, I'm happy for my girl. I cried, not gonna lie. Like the panel chat, excluding Jamar, I didn't know Jamar hated Beyonce, but excluding Jamar was freaking out. Like Blake, CDG, and myself were freaking out. I sobbed when she won it because to me, I'm like, that didn't just feel like that was for Cowboy Carter. That felt like that was for Renaissance. That felt like that was for Lemonade. That felt like that was for Beyonce. In particular, are the other ones I would have given her the AOTY for. That's what it felt like. It felt like, yes, Cowboy Carter is an amazing album, in my personal opinion. I love, 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 love. I love that album. I played it back, front to back, back and forth, all that kind of jazz, right? Yeah, I'm glad it won. I've spent many nights crying to the album. Alligator Tears has touched my spirit so many times. Two Hands to Heaven is one of her best songs that she's ever created, regardless of what you feel. I'm throwing unnecessary shade at Jamar on purpose because I know he ain't about that life. One, but two, I just was noticing his tweets weren't celebratory of my girl, and he was talking about people who weren't even nominated, and it was like, oh, so what is this? You got a picture of Beyonce on your wall in your house, but you not happy for my sister? What's going on? I be celebrating your big foreheaded girl. What you mean? I be like, go buy her underwear. Say something nice about her. Wah, wah, wah. I always talk about your little lady, but you, oh, okay. I'm giving him hell right now. So oh, Sunday, he's going to get it. He's going to get it Sunday. Trust me, I already got him in the chat. I got him in the panel chat already. I was like, Jamar, you got something to say? I said, were you voting for Billy too? I can't. He take that picture down when you. That's right. No, he doesn't. He doesn't take it down only because I know it's a part of a collage of pictures. You know, I used to live with Jamar, so he has a collage of different artists. Like I think it's Christina, Rihanna, Beyonce, Mariah, and somebody else that he has like a like this collage. I think he bought it from someone who just makes art, different people or something like that. So I don't know, but that's what I think it is. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the super chats. Y'all have been amazing with the super chats today. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I've been waiting to hear your insight got on the Grammys. Cowboy Carter deserved all the Grammys. Thank you, Slime Movie Nerd. I appreciate your generous tippy boo in the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I keep on refreshing my Patreon, because I'm like, I want to withdraw this money low-key because I am not in the mood to cook tonight. I do low-key want to get me a little libation, but I'm also like, Matt, just wait. Wait. Be patient. You have things you're trying to do. You're trying to pay a portion of your trip. You have to pay it on Friday. Okay. And I still got to pay back one of my loans too. And I'm like, oh, Matt, just let it go. You're going to be all right. It's going to be a sucky couple of days off, but you're going to be all right. And I'll just totally play my, what's it called? I'll just play my roller coaster tycoon and get my mind off of things till my next video on Friday. You know, Billie Eilish, say Beyonce. Auntie, what did I do? You said, wait, Matthew. When y'all say Matthew, it's so funny to me because I'm this close to not going by Matty anymore and just going by Matthew. Sometimes I think about it. And it's really funny when y'all say that because it warms my heart, especially you, Auntie Joyce, and people who I've known forever. Because when you say it, I like hear it. Does that make sense? Like I can hear Matty too, but I hear Matthew. I hear it like loud and clear. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. I can't. What did I do? Stop. I know. And I can cook tonight too. I just am not enjoying my off time right now like I want to. I guess that's why I'm like, get your coin tots. But you would be proud of me yesterday, honestly. I am a tempted shopper. I don't know if anybody else is like this too. Like once you get something in your hand, it's like, ooh, table. Like, you know what I mean? Like table. Like I gotta spend it on something. And so I have a really big issue with that. I have like a huge issue with that. So I haven't touched my Cash App since Sunday because I did order something out for the panel. But you know what I did? And I felt like this is God's way of punishing me. I ordered some Popeyes. They had 2 chicken sandwiches for buy one, get one free. Hello. And I got fries. I paid $10 for that Uber order. So I was like, bitch, I'm winning. Do you know what happened? And I feel like this is God's way of getting back at me for ordering the food in the first place after I just went to the grocery store. I left the chicken sandwich out. I left the extra sandwich out and the extra portion of fries. So I had like the one sandwich and extra and I was going to save it. I wasted food and I was so mad. I was so pissed because I'm like, yes, I didn't have to pay that much, but that's something I could have, I said, I bet you if I cooked it, I'd have taken care of it better. I'd have treated it like it was like put that in the refrigerator. We're having some leftovers tomorrow. I took that as a sign from God. I prayed on it too. I was like, I see what you did there. I don't get spicy. I do put spicy things on it, but I don't get spicy. I don't like the dredge that Popeyes uses with their spicy batter. It ends up being a bad day for me. And yes, Mo, that you are correct. Because I haven't had greasy food in forever. So yeah, that was a rough Monday for me. I don't know if I'm gonna have Popeyes again in a long time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if I can do fast fried food like that, like I used to, especially since I've been working out. Like I've been working out, and I've been eating a lot better. And now, are you serious? What? I thought it was the filet. Really? Ah, it's just the mayonnaise. I was like, huh? I'm gonna get two No, I'm not. I just said I'm not gonna eat it. Now you make me want to go back. Auntie, I thought this entire time, this is why I never got it. This is why I never got the spicy one. Because I always assumed it was in that big ass hunk of chicken dredge. And I was like, no, I don't want that. It's in the mayonnaise? Oh, I might have to try it then. I don't like their mayonnaise though. You want to know what I do? I get the Mardi Gras mustard. And that's what I don't ever, like when I get the chicken sandwich, I never get the mayonnaise on it. Like ever. I just get the dipping sauces and I put the sauces as the sauce on it. So I'll get like Mardi Gras mustard because that shit's good. That horseradish be kicking in there. I'm like, woo-wee. It feels like hot. It's like wasabi, but like mustard. Oh, it's so good. That's the one I normally get. And then the lemon pepper sauce they have for their wings, I use that for the sandwiches too now. So good. Oh, okay. I love that Mardi Gras mustard. I think I still have an extra one, to be honest with you. But no, to wrap up the Grammys, and I do want to talk about Fantastic Four. Thank you for bringing that up because we do need to talk about that trailer. I thought them giving back to LA was beautiful. I thought only showing local ads, mostly from people in LA to help their businesses, was amazing. I love that the firemen came out at the end and did the album of the year. I especially love this lady who gave the award for album of the year because for her gasp, that lets you know she's one, a fan. Two, she also is aware of how long it's been. So like when she opened it and that face went, it was the Cowboy Carter. Like she even stumbled. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Like me when she stumbled. And I'm like, do I move or do I not move? Is this a La La Land moment again? And it was really what was it? Moonlight. Is this all over again? I got so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. But I enjoyed the Grammys. I thought this was one of their better ones. It was fun to watch. The performances were great. Shout out to everybody that performed there. I honestly, all the women who performed did an amazing job. Even like side performances, like again, Ray. If you didn't see Ray sing, please try to find that on YouTube or wherever you can if you recorded it. You have to see that girl sing. Her music videos are one thing, her live vocals are another. That bitch can sing. Okay. I thought that Sabrina did a great job as well. Doechii was amazing. It's voted the number one performance right now at the Grammys was Doechii's performance. I thought Billie Eilish sounded very, very soft and sweet. Very soft. Like together. And she's just sitting there with a whole big ass shirt, giving all kinds of Malibu's Most Wanted. And it really just throws me off. But that voice is heaven to me. I'm like, oh, she has such a soft, very, very beautiful voice. Yeah, everybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She dresses like Chingy. She dresses like somebody who's gonna get profiled in a store back in the early 2000s. I kid you not. And it's wild to me how everyone's taking the style and they're living for it. But I'm like, y'all don't even understand. Like, I'm not gonna do this. That it's her personal style, and I'm not knocking it. as a Black man, seeing her wear those clothes from someone who grew up in that time frame, it makes me uncomfortable. Not because, it's like, how dare she wear that clothes? No, she can do what the fuck she wants to do. It's just, it comes from a time where when we wore that shit, it was a bad thing and it was related to jail and prison. And now all of a sudden, this is really cool. So it's weird for me. I don't know. It's just a different feeling. I remember my brother used to dress like that, and he'd have to literally be taken out of school, like have to give him a belt and shit. Like it's interesting to see how things are different in a way or celebrated in some senses. And some people like to take things out of the equation as to why they're factoring in. And then I don't know, that's how they say history rewrites itself, even though what was done was done. Fantastic Four did drop their trailer. Did I like it? Yes and no. Hot takes. Here we go. I love the fact that they gave Sue Storm, it's not a glowing blue bubble bullshit. It's prism looking, which makes sense because she's bending light high key. So I'm like, yeah, bet. Johnny Storm looks like how he's supposed to. So I was like, okay, there we go. A little pale, but okay. Looks like just like the sister with Sue. Pedro Pascal is not Reed Richards. No. That ain't Reed. That's Pedro being Pedro. All the Pascals. I was not happy about that. But I said, I'm going to still watch the movie. I'm still going to go see it. But that's not Reed at all. That's not Reed. I was waiting for Ellie to pop up. I was waiting for them to crawl through some fucking fence and try to get away from some like zombies or some shit or something like that. I was waiting on it. He's not. I'm a little perturbed. Thank you, David. I am perturbed that John Krasinski was not asked to do this again. Or if he didn't take the role, I'm looking at John like, what are you doing? You literally fit the bill. You're just too tall. You're a little too tall for Reed, but you fit this part of it in the way you talk. I'm hearing Pedro be Pedro, girl, and I'm gagged. I'd rather see Christopher. The Golden Age, the Golden Era. What's my show called on the Gilded Age? There we go. I will ride that beard. I would ride that beard till kingdom come. Thy will be done. Thine earth that is in heaven. Do you understand me? That man is. I have the biggest crush on Oscar Isaac. Like every time I see him on the Gilded Age, I'd be like full wow. Oh my gosh. John said he was never contacted again since filming the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, they screwed that up. But then they probably would have been like, well, how can we explain this if he's a part of a different universe that technically isn't a part of the timeline that we're on? You could just say a variant of him looks like that in the universe that they're in. That's all you have to do. It's not that difficult. Jesus Christ. Anywho, okay, so to the thing, Ben Grimm. I'm good with it. I know some people are like, why the fuck does he look like that? They gave him his classic style. His whole head shape, the eyebrows and everything, that is the like OG Ben format from like the Fantastic Four original comics. And you can tell that they're doing a lot of basis off of that, especially because the Fantastic Four is in a different era in time. And it's obvious that they're going to have to do some time traveling here. And that's why Galacticus, who looks a little bit more accurate than just a cloud of like storm and shit. Like they actually gave the helmet. He can change his size to whatever he feels like low key. So he could be a giant, he could be your size, or he could be as big as the entire solar system and eat it if he wants to. But I was like, okay, this feels a little bit more classic Fantastic Four-y. It's giving like that sort of moment because they were famous and everyone knew who they were because they were scientists. This and the other came back from space and all these powers, blah, 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 all that jazz. I just want to see how this goes. I am concerned because Pedro does not look anywhere near Reed Richards for me, and that does throw me off. However, he could surprise me later on. They could do something that changes that factor. We didn't even get to see his powers. We saw Sue Storm, we saw Ben Grime, and we saw Johnny Storm. We saw their powers. We did not see Mr. Fantastic. So that is concerning. See, for me, yeah, I think of the MVC3 Galactus. Like, that's who I think of, like, whenever I'm thinking of Galacticus. Galacticus? Galactus. Galacticus. Galactus. Galacticus? That's a son. No, I'm kidding. But I think of that because this man had a whole fucking head that you'd have to fight and hit, and his hands would come out and then like do all the work or whatever. And then there are versions you would fight of him that could be like that big too or whatever. But yeah, like Galacticus. Honkity. That was our word for something. But no, it looks decent. It looks Christian. Oh my God. But also hilarious. That's funny. Felicia, thank you so much for the tippy poo on PayPal. Thank you, BB. Enjoying the Grammys chat. Thanks for doing it earlier than expected. Yeah, so that was, do you see how long we've been here, Felicia? I did this perfectly. I was telling myself, if I go live at 4, I'm going to be here all day. This is not going to work. And I would hate to end this at like 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. 2 o'clock, I'm like, what is everyone doing? I don't know, but let's see. That was me. I was like, I don't know what everyone's doing, but we're going to see. And then I felt like if this went into a 3-hour conversation, which it sometimes does with me because I'm very long-winded and we have our personal moments, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah. So I was like, okay, this actually works very well. I was also trying to let YouTube know, hey, you've got me back in your algorithm. Don't throw me out because I took a couple of days, okay? Everyone's talking about the grams. So we're going to talk about the grams. But Felicia, thank you so much for the tippy poo on PayPal. I thank you so much, baby. I'm putting it towards the coin jar. Coin jar. This Friday, I got to pay $100 for this trip. Where am I at? I already put down the first deposit. So this is our second deposit. The third deposit's going to be in March, but we have to buy our plane tickets in March too because we're getting a special deal on a round trip for $400 from Puerto Vallarta to Houston. And they're like, Matt, you're probably going to want to do that because it's going to be a cheaper trip. And it's with an airlines that I normally use so I can get my flyer miles put in. So I'm like, oh, bitch, I might not even have to pay that whole amount. So this month I am very much about coin stacking and like getting shit together because I was dead serious about going to DragCon UK 2026 in January. And my friend, literally, I was on the phone with him this morning. Shout out to David. Hit me up. We still doing this? Yeah, we're still doing. Okay, I'll keep all the plans going. I'll keep everything going. Let you know what I can find in prices. I was like, okay, bet. So like, there's that. And then Cowboy Carter came up, and everyone's like, Matt, when do you want to go? And I'm like, the 29th. I don't know how much I need for that. I have myself on the mailing list, but either way, I'm like, I need to be available. And then this trip in May. So I am missing DragCon LA and I'm sad about it. But at the same time, how many DragCon LAs have I been to, y'all, in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4 years in a row. I literally did a high school stint. I did 4 years of DragCon in a row, maybe 5, because I went to, what was it, 2019, 2020, wait, was it 2019? Because I was living in LA and that was the first one I went to. 2020, 21, 22, yeah, 2020, 2020, yeah, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 20, yeah, maybe 5, maybe 5. I think I did 5. Oh, I did do, no, because I did do DragCon New York. So yeah. Oh my God. You know what? Kind of hype. Hey, David. David was up in here earlier. I had just found my birth certificate too, because I got to go apply for my passport. I was nervous. I had my date of time wrong, my birth time wrong, y'all. I had it wrong. And then I changed my stuff on my like co-star, and it changed up my rising sign. I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought I was a Libra, Gemini moon, Libra rising for a second when I did it, but it changed my city. And I was like, no, that's not the city I was born in. So I had to fix the city I was born in, and it went back to Virgo with the time I was born. So I was like, okay, it's the region. It's the region. Because I was like, no, I wasn't born there. I was born here. And it went all back to where it was. But bitch, when I tell you I almost thought I didn't know who I was anymore, I was like, whoa, what is going on? Oh, you want to see what I'm going to wear? Oh, bitch, hold on. So, I'm going to tell y'all as a Texan, as someone who lives in Texas, that I'm used to cowboy boots, and I've had my own pair before. I've had an ostrich pair, I've had a snakeskin, I've had a crocodile pair of boots. My dad used to buy us cowboy boots all the time. They are not cheap. If you buy it, keep that bitch or sell that hoe and get your money back. But you keep them because they're going to be an item. Like cowboy boots and all that kind of stuff. Those are actual fashionable items that will be relevant later on. They're very relevant, believe it or not. Outside of just like cow handling shit, there's more than likely going to be a whole era where those come back fully. So trust me, keep those shoes. I wish I kept mine, but they were too small because I had them for kids, right? Where are the rest of these? Nope, that's it. My ass gonna be out. My thigh's gonna be out. Do you hear me? I didn't go to Renaissance on my feminine. I went there as a regular schmegula degula because I was like, I don't have the money to get all this extra accoutrement to give Silver Girl. I'm also gonna be the nosebleeds. My mother's not gonna see me. But this time, Effie's gonna win. Dress code, we don't know yet. Beyonce hasn't told us. I have a feeling she's gonna say paisleys, denim, boots, and spurs, and like buck belt buckles. So think of very gaudy. Make the fit, girl, please. Now, Rob. Fuck our conservative aunties and uncles and cousins. Fuck them other hoes and fuck them other. I ride for my, I die for my. None of that. You know better. Girl, fuck these people. What they're gonna do? Go on Facebook and tell me, well, Matthew, I saw your post on Instagram, and I would want to know what your mom would think. Why are you in timeout? Delavere, were you on timeout? Why did you get timeout? You were timed out? When that happened? Oh, that may have been because I'm not pressing no buttons on that. That was probably Liam or one of my moderators doing that. And if they did, the rule is, and I'm not gonna fault Liam for that. If it starts to get a little too hot in the box, we gotta chill people out because we don't want it to turn into like a whole argument in the live. So don't take that personally. That's just what Liam and Royker know what to do. If it starts to get a little too wild and like everybody's focus goes off, it's like, okay, we gotta pause them for a second, be like, girl, take a beat. It's gonna be okay. She's still the number one rapper in the game right now. She is the most out there. Y'all know how I feel about little Nicholas Minaj Cage. You know how I feel about her. I got respect for my baby. She's not my favorite, but I got respect for her because yeah, like bitch, the rap game ain't nothing. Okay, okay, but nothing personal on Liam's behalf there. Nothing personal. I just don't like to engage in those arguments anymore when it comes to what is it, Calabasas. and Nikki, I just can't do it no more. I'm like, girl, like, and it's nothing against y'all because I understand, that's my fave. I would defend her, bop, 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 all that kind of stuff. But like, like even with Beyonce, even with the Billy stuff, I think that's why I was so hot earlier because I'm just like, who else can we talk about that is actually unlikable? That's where I'm at. Like, I know there's another artist we can just drag where we all can come together and agree. That bitch is terrible. Versus that's the unconfrontational side of me. I don't want everybody to argue about her. We can just talk about somebody else that we don't like. Like Kanye coming to the whole award show with his wife butt ass naked. Also, what is that about? Because I got to wrap this up. I've been talking forever. But Kanye, listen, you got the nerve to call Don Lemon a trash panda. I'm using that word because I can't say the other word on here on YouTube. You called Don Lemon a trash panda when y'all play in the same snow together. Are you for real? I'm still confused by that because it's like you literally play in snow and you only play in snow and you've never uplifted anything to do with Black women, but go off. And you're calling him one because he clocked you about you being escorted out the Grammys because you were not invited and you did show up. You who encourage people, Black men especially, to not date Black women. Yes, you do that, by the way. The same man who's using God as a weapon for his own advantage in getting money and material. You're no way. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, that man ain't found no Jesus in his life, and he's not a part of God's glory and good coming of the kingdom. Ain't no way, Kanye is a part of that. I'm so sorry. There's no way you're going to be accepted. And forgive me for saying this as a fool, bent-wristed sissy, but you're not getting into heaven bearing your wife around looking like that. That is wild. That is wild. Nothing about that is fashionable. Nothing about that is amazing. Nothing about that screams this, that, and the other. We talk about respecting women and we talk about respecting ourselves. What about that is doing it? Don't get me started on your child now doing AI. Like, you got North out here doing AI videos. Like, what is going on? They say his whole album is going to be AI produced. And the fans going, well, everything's going AI anyway, so I'm down with that. All they're going to do is just put his voice over the AI words, and that's better. I thought he was the greatest of all time, the most genius individual ever. And you can't make an album without AI? Okay. I don't have no respect for it. I'm sorry. Like, there are times when I see them using it when it needs to like finish a film or they need to like close something because something was messed up. That's a bit different. But when it's like the basis of the entirety of what the art is supposed to be, how can I respect that? You didn't make anything. You put something into a computer and asked it to do the work for you. You didn't actually sit there and instruct. Like, I can't. Yeah, I just, he's one of them people that I'm not able to go back to. I'm unfortunately unable to deal with again. I used to be such a big fan of his music. Graduation was still one of my favorite albums. I gotta give him credit for that. That and Late Registration. Woo, Late Registration was that girl. But Dark Twisted Beautiful Fantasy, I can go on. Like, he is very talented. He looks so gross. He looks smelly and disgusting now. He looks unkept. It's weird looking at him. That man looks like he's about to pass you something. Very It Follows too. Like, what is going on? And I just don't like how he, like, after Kim got this new woman, and I know they went through their own issues, but it almost feels like I don't know what's the purpose of parading her around and basically saying, I don't give a fuck about the law everywhere you go. I just don't understand it. I don't know. I can imagine being a parent and having my kids with me, and this man walks into like a restaurant with his wife butt ass. Like I would really, huh? Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Everyone says that that man changed when his mama passed away, and as somebody who has lost their mama, I can probably understand and see why he would have flipped and became a completely different person. Some people choose different directions, so I just don't. Sometimes I'm like, as a collective, why aren't we talking about this? And why are we still celebrating it? And why are people thinking this is like what it should be? This is not it. He stopped taking his medications too. I had to tell I'm not going to give nobody's business, but I know somebody that did the same thing. And they really needed to be back on their medication. And it was scary watching them off of it, thinking that they were fine. It was just very scary. And I'm having to explain to them how they act and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, no, I don't. I'm like, yes, you do. Like, yes, you do. And when you're on your medication, you're not like that. I'm like, but then I'm also asking the questions like, well, how do you feel on it? And why do you not want to take it? You try to ask because you're not just trying to be like, just take it and shut up. It's like, no, tell me how you feel. But I don't know. I'm hoping that that person is back on their meds. Like I asked them to be. They said they would do it. The last time I talked to them, they didn't do it. And they were talking nonsense. So I don't know. He's on nitrous too. Ooh, allegedly. Oof. That's not good. That stuff actually warps your brain. Like it like changes your brain chemistry. I don't know, baby. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's scary. It messes with from my understanding, it messes with like the way like fluids flow in your brain, and that messes with the chemistry in your brain because everybody's brain's different in the way that's set up through your own individual takes, but it can change your mood drastically by doing nitrous. Like things are becoming, you get agitated quicker. Um, you may start, I even heard about hallucinations and hearing things, and like somebody will say something, but you heard another word and it goes off of your emotions and stuff. Like, I don't know, but I've never taken that shit. I would never want to. And he's super paranoid all the time, so that tracks. He's always paranoid, and that's another reason why I tell people sometimes when they've been drinking or doing or smoking too much, I'm like, you may need to take a break if that's happening, because that will, if you are doing way too much, it will take place, because there are strains of ganja that do make you paranoid if you smoke too much of it. So it's true. That's why I don't want to do any hard drugs. I'm scared of it. No fuck up the brain. So okay. I'm gonna wrap this up here because we're almost at 3 hours. I'm gonna give you a little tea on me and a little bit of a story to tell you and to keep you away from doing hard stuff, okay? Because Maddie's never done no needles and anything like that. Never done that before in my life. Now, have I had an exo? Yes. That's the best way I can put it, because I know they can't get me for that versus saying what the street name is. But I've had that, okay? Better yet, I can say it's a blue dolphin. If you catch my drift, a blue dolphin, a red Ferrari, a green clover, you know what they look like. I used to do that when I was like 18 through 20 because I was just going to the club. I was young. I was partying. I was having a good time. That was the thing of choice. It was either do that or take a bump. And I was not going to do the bump. I was like, girl, fuck that. That other stuff, my friends were like, let's go, let's go. I have never danced that hard in my entire life, baby. When I tell you that thing will make you sweating bullets, thirsty as fuck. Don't let something you like come on, because everything that makes you feel good, you're going to be going in. And that's all grand and gravy, but there is no worse feeling than not being able to go to sleep when you want to. There is no worse feeling than grinding your teeth and you want to stop it, but you're just grinding them. This is why I have a mouth guard now, because of the years I had doing that back in my early 18s. I'm 30s plus now, and I'm paying for something that was from 20 plus years ago, right? Appetite jacked up and breaks down your immune system by the worst possible measures. The last time I ever did it, I was 20 years old, and I went out to the club with my friends, and we were partying this, that, and the other. I drove back home and all that kind of stuff, fully geeked out and all that kind of crap. I get home, I can't go to sleep if I'm just sitting in the bed, just tossing and turning, all that kind of stuff. The next morning, I had a fever of 105 degrees. I had to be rushed to the hospital on fluids and everything. And that doctor told me, he was like, "Did you ever take anything?" I told him. He was like, "That literally broke your entire immune system down." He said, wherever you were at and someone had a cold, it got you. Like as if it passes through the air, and like immune system, and it goes in, and people, like, they have their little, good bacteria that fights it. He said, "Matt, it got in you and did this." He said, "You could have died. You could have died from pneumonia." I had walking pneumonia from that. I never touched it again. And it's been, what was that? I was 20. I'm 38 now. 18 years. I ain't touched it since then. I was literally in the hospital for 3 days. I was at home, bedridden for 5. Everything hurt. All that kind of stuff. I couldn't move, neck throbbing, swollen. So yeah. So you want a story? Because someone was like, I just want to stay away from it. I'll give you a story now. I have survived multiple things in my life. I'm one of them gays you can call Unc, because I have survived, bitch. I may look prissy and all that kind of uppity and this and the other, but Matty was on that bullshit back in the day because I was trying to be myself, and my dad wouldn't let me be me, and my family didn't want me to be me, so I ran and did everything. And then I found out, oh, they're trying to protect me from a lot of shit, things they don't know and things they do know. This is why, Camila, the last time I went and got a reading, my friend told me, shout out to Trip, he's like, "Matt, you have a lot of protection around you. Do you know that?" And I was like, "No." He goes, "You have a lot of protection." He's, because when I've done a couple of readings with him, and he goes, "Every time I do that, it's always somebody that is talking, saying, make sure this happens, keep it." He's like, "You got a lot of people in your life that protect you, that are no longer with you, and people who are still here that do that." And that, I always do feel that presence, especially when I make decisions. And my friends always go, "Why do you always like back out of stuff?" I'm like, I always get an inkling, go, don't do it. Back up. And every time I don't listen to it, something bad does happen. And when I do listen to it, I'm out the door. Next thing I know, I remember one time I went into a dollar store and I said, "This don't feel right." And I walked out. 15 minutes later, everybody that worked there, except for the man in the back, shot, killed, robbed the people that were in the store, took everything. This is in Greenspoint, mind you, when I was living out there. And I thought, if I had just went in the store, what would happen? It scares me. But it also is something to where I'm like, I pay attention to that feeling. I never, ever just hide it anymore. If I feel something's not right, I will not go. My friend, let's go out tonight. That one video of that boy getting beat up at Crocker's bad. I was supposed to be there. And something said, don't go. It's going to be a gross night. I feel something bad's about to happen. No. Same night that man got ran over in front of Lucky's. It's called a different name now. I was over there and there was a whole news report about it. I was supposed to go out that night. I said, something's not right. I don't like that. Something else had happened where I felt something bad was going to take place. And then there was a huge pileup on the freeway, and it was like 60 car pileup. So, I'm very good at paying attention to signs. And if I feel a special little itch on the back of my hand or a little tingle in my ear or something, I'm like, oh, something's not right. And I'm going to sit at home and we're going to do it. Or, and I encourage this too. Let's say you're getting in an argument with somebody and that person's getting a little too wild. And you're like, I want to match that. I promise you, don't match it. Don't match it. Don't do it. I wish my friend Marcus was here with me right now. 2006, Arizona State University. We're at Target. We're sitting in a line. and I'm trying to get something to check out. And I'm with some people I actually went to school with at Palos Verdes dorm. They tore down that dorm. They had to put up a new one. And this guy was geeking, like on some shit, man. He couldn't even scan a Snickers bar. I was getting agitated. I was like 19, 20. I'm getting agitated. I was like, hey, you need help with that? The guy's like, no, I don't need no help. Called me in FAG, finished the rest. I was like, oh, well, shit. I was like, bitch, I'm just trying to help your ass. Do you know, by me just saying, I'm just trying to help your ass, he flashed his pistol at me, literally pulled up his shirt. Boy, I'll blast you right here. And I thought to myself, do you need to make this a bigger deal or no? And I'm like, oh, continue doing you. Continue doing you. Funny enough, he scanned the Snickers bar right after that and it worked. And he gonna look at me like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't think you were slow, dummy, but like, happy you're getting your Snickers bar. It's sad that you're driving on the road clearly under the influence. But yeah, there are just times y'all pick and choose your battles. I'm living proof of that. There are battles I've chosen where it has gone all wrong. There are battles I've chosen where I have been the victor and then some. But just be careful, because even now with what's going on in this world, and I don't like to instill fear in people, but like, just pay attention. Have fun. You don't got to be scared of everything in life, but if something doesn't feel good to you, I promise you, I'm almost speaking on behalf of my mother. I promise you, it's probably not good for you. It's probably going to mess you up. It's probably going to do something bad. It will change you in a way you don't, and it's going to be hard to come back from that. And if you feel somebody in your life is not your friend, check that shit real quick. Listen to how they respond. If it's not giving what you needed to give, be okay with walking away. Sometimes we're not meant to be friends with everybody. A lot of the times, actually, we're not meant to be friends with everybody. Everybody can't be your best friend. You can be likable, but they don't have to love you. They can like you, they don't have to trust you. They can like you, but they may not want you to succeed or be better than them. I keep learning that. That's why the people I have in my life right now, I keep so close to me, like my core group of friends, because we're not competing. Everybody has shit going on, whether we're better or bigger than the other in any kind of sense. We're still not competing. I may not have the most money that year. We're still going to get Christmas presents for each other. It doesn't matter that you don't have it, Matt. Just any little thing. Thank you. One year I got them all something huge. You feel what I'm saying? You do not put tabs on your friends, bitch. But when I tell you if something ain't right, you clock that immediately, because you never know who is doing you the dirtiest of dirt. I know some dude that I used to be cool with that would take pictures of me without my knowledge and send it to folks that I didn't even know, or people I was dating. And he would say and make up relationships that weren't real in existence because we would hang out like that. And he would then go mess with that person behind me after lying. What happened to them though is that those dudes would always come back and be like, hey, you dating? I'm not dating nobody. I wouldn't date nobody at all. Why did you ghost me? I didn't ghost you. Oh, let me tell you about that motherfucker. And then it'd be like, what? So my current new thing now, as this 30-plus-year-old adult going into their 40s within the next 2 years of my life, and I have plans and big ones. I said to myself, we're gonna make happen, Maddie. I'm not arguing with you no more. I'm not gonna. I should take that back based off of the beginning of this video. But like, I'm not going to go down the road of yelling. I'm not going to go down the road of screaming. I'm not going to go down this world tour of no one should be your friend. I'm going to let everyone experience you for you. I'm going to walk away from you. I'm going to be clear the friendship is over and that we're done, but I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to let you be. You may have found through our relationship, you weren't the best of person, and you can change and find the right people to make you be the best you. With me, it ain't going to be that. I've been praying a lot lately, y'all, and I've been really getting close in my spirit with the Lord as well as just within myself. And I just do not want to live my life no more swinging and throwing hands on people. I already know I got some nasty knuckles. I already know I got them. I can't do it no more. Just can't. I can't, because people will just show you who they are. And why do we need to go pow pow? We don't have to. We don't. So take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves out here. I'm still a work in progress, just like the next person, right? Ain't no better than nobody else, you, me, or anybody. But at the end of the day, when we lay our head down at night, I want it to feel like I want y'all to feel like how I feel sometimes. I thank God there's a roof over my head, that I got these fur babies that give me so much joy and stress at the same much time. And I literally thank God for y'all every day. Every day. Thank you for allowing me to get up and talk to my favorite people in the universe, new friends, old friends, silver and gold. RuPaul wrote a song about it. It's a blessing. And I get another day to try again. And that's always what my prayer is. Thank you for allowing me one more chance. Thank you for giving me another day. I'm not doing well. I'm not winning like I want to, but I'm winning like you're allowing me to win right now. I'd like a little extra. Me sometimes with God, I'd like a little extra, if you will. Like, I see you, and I know that my life could be so much worse. However, if I was a rich girl, no. Maybe one day. Maybe I'm not supposed to be, because if I ended up being that way, I'd be a terrible person. You never know. But yeah, I needed to share that with y'all, because I have been in better spirits, regardless of how the beginning of this video started, which I'm so embarrassed about. I'm very embarrassed. But it's just a matter of, you got another day, keep going. You got another day, just keep going. Matthew, like, I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent this last month, because I thought I calculated everything together, didn't. And I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. You came through. I prayed on it. I worked. I prayed on it. And it worked. And so I'm allowing, this is just my faith speaking. You don't have to believe in what I believe in, but I also feel like if you ever feel like you're alone in something, try to find something that makes you feel complete again. Don't sit in your damnness. Don't sit in your hole. Don't dig it deeper. Find something that fulfills you and really latch on and develop from there, whether it's meditation, prayer, religion, whatever. You just got to find something. Because if you're walking around here going, I don't need anything, you're a liar. You're a lie. You're a bullshit fucking liar, bro. You're a lying ass bitch. You're a liar. Donna, thank you for the super chat. Matty is preaching today. Great live today, and I got hardly any. I'm so sorry. I'm so happy for my Tampa baby DOE. Come on, don't check. Our queen and my boogeyman, Gemini bro. Well deserved. Love you. A fine father, fine feline father of two. The fact I know it now, Donna. I got it down, Donna. Fine feline, right? What is it? Fine father, fine feline father of two. There we go. Love you, Donna. But no, I'm sorry. I went into my little preachy sphere here. It's just, I have been in a good mood lately. I have been in good spirits. My days aren't the best, to be honest, but my mood is, we got tomorrow. We got another day. Something can happen. Anything can happen. Whatever can happen. Something can happen. Anything. Give it a day. Give it the next day. And if something fails and you're like, oh my God, it's not. Time to rebuild, time to redo, time to reorganize, time to rethink strategy. I have my little marker. Where is this at? I got my little marker board up there that y'all see. That has my literal February and March up there right now, and I have it sectioned into how much I need for this, what I'm looking for that, what I can have, what I need, what I want, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm doing that from now on. I'm putting my 2 months, 60 days up on a board. I'm like, this is what we're going to do in these 60 days. This is what we're going to do. I can sit here and be mad that I don't have 100,000 subscribers and I don't have a YouTube plaque over here, and that not every time that I speak is my message received or heard, and all the other times that people have told me A, B, C, D, F off, this, and the other. Great. That's wonderful. Amazing. I totally get it. Received. but I'm Deborah's son. And I have a mission and I need to really focus on it. And I haven't been doing a good job. So now's the time to focus on it. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, the ADHD part though, that's another thing now that I've been diagnosed with that, I feel so much better about a lot of things that I do and I don't feel as crazy anymore. That's another thing too. Y'all go see a therapist, or if you're feeling some kind of way, you might need to see somebody tell you something about yourself. It's going to change your world. Just saying. Oh, do you want to play some drag? I'm not doing nothing, Nimai. Do you want to play some Pokemon Unite right now? We can play some Pokemon Unite. Can we make our own Discord chat and not be in that one that we were in that was so toxic? No, Camilla. Okay, so listen, tomorrow is my off day, but I'm trying to stack coins. So I do want to go see it, but I haven't seen it yet. It is playing in my theater and it's close, but I did want to go see it. I was thinking about doing it this week, but after I paid cell phone, light bill, and rent all on the first. Yeah, that was a good, what was that, $1,600? Yeah, I was like, I've been over here scrounging pennies. Do you hear me? Me and DW, ask D. I went to the grocery store. I was like, Fred, we got to put a week of groceries up in here because, bitch, I paid these bills. I paid my bills. And now I got to sit still. And I was trying to let my ganja last as long as it could, but I had like a really crazy day the other day. So I was just going through it. And I was like, it's out, whatever. We'll figure it out. Yeah, January was tough. December was hell on earth, but February is starting off kind of good. And I've done a lot of like, what's the words? Self-affirmation speaking and very much like positive like takes in the day. And like, instead of focusing on the bad stuff, what positive happened today? Like Mina destroying my living room this morning pissed me off, but I'm not going to take that out on Mina. I'm going to take that out on me not opening up the living room and having it look like a possible park war setup scenario for her. Because once I moved the couch in the middle of the living room, she's like, oh, I have a new rebound thing. I'm going to climb on here. I'm going to jump off that. That's what she do. So that was my fault. But I do want to see that. I haven't seen. I want to go to the movie. If I could, I go to the movies tomorrow. I did not get enough tips today to do that, but if I could, because I technically can walk to the movie theater, I could go. And damn, today's Tuesday, but tomorrow, if I go do matinees, I can maybe see both those movies for like $10. No, it'd be more than that. Let me add tax. Probably about $15 right there or whatever. I don't know. If I get a little more, if I get more Tippy Poos, like say in the middle of the night tonight or whatever, I'll go in the morning. And then if I do go see both those movies, how about this? I will then do a review for Thursday's Rant Report with the challenge, Nosferatu in one of them days. If I have enough coin to do so, but I got to be smart here because I'm like, we got to pay for this trip. We got all this stuff coming up. I don't want to be no idiot. So this ain't Texas. Okay. All right. I'm done talking. I've talked way too much today. I am so sorry for this 3-hour live, but at the same time, I really did feel. Oh, I want to see Companion 2 and then Presents. There's a couple of movies I want to go see. Oh. Damn. Damn. Ooh, Monkey. Doesn't that come out this weekend? Oh my God. I heard it was really good. It's got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. They said it was one of the funniest horror movies that they've ever seen. I was like, bitch, I am dying to go see it. Is it coming out this weekend? I hope I have enough money in the morning because I would definitely go see that. What the fuck is this? Hold on, let me just type it in. Monkey. The monkey. There we go. Oh no, it comes out on the 21st. Okay, so I have time. Okay, Betty. So then I can go see the other stuff and not overthink this. Okay, work. Oh, I definitely will go see the monkey. Theo James, isn't it? Tatiana Maslany? And I'm not gonna lie. I saw the Megan 2.0 trailer, and I have to give it coots because the Chapel Roan song playing, something about that baited everything. Did you miss me? It's a phenomenon. I was like, oh, they chose the perfect song for it too. I was like, I saw what the premise of the movie is going to be. I did not like the first one. I do like what the premise is going to be for the second movie. Do you want to hear what it is? It's not a spoiler, but they gave a premise of what it's going to be when the trailer comes out, which I think is actually what I would have preferred for them to do for the first movie, but I'm now getting the setup is real. So apparently someone gets a hold of Megan's AI and starts to create robots that are made for like military action with it, but not legally. And apparently Megan's been down. Like she's not even active anymore. So they have to reactivate her to go after those people and save basically America or the world from destruction because they're about to like turn this into some Terminator shit, which I'm kind of like, if that's where that's going, this might be fucking amazing. Low key. I was like, oh, you're going to give us a T2 team? Oh, wait. So I will be here for the second movie. I did like the premise that I read, but I was just like, okay, let's see what it's giving. Because that may be some bull. But I was like, oh, girl. I just hated it was a PG-13 movie. I really did. But Christopher, they know the gays are the ones that bump this movie up. So they know who to start this off with, bitch. You know what, market? This is no regulars, honey. You get into the bit risk babies. Let us know. We're going to go there and watch that little girl in that little wig go and do her thing now. Okay. She better twist and spin and shout. Wasn't that the plot for Small Soldiers? Ooh, Cameron? Yes. Yes, it was. It was. And Small Soldiers is one of my favorite movies as a kid, by the way. That was a good movie. Kirsten Dunst was in that movie. And I'm trying to hold on to it to 13 when the pre-sale starts and get paid on that day too. Yeah, the pre-sale is yeah, you're right, the 13th. I'd at least put in my like email. I'm not gonna have the money for it, girl. I don't get paid till the 21st from YouTube. Okay. And if I'll be lucky if Patreon give me a little coin because they give something like every day, but it depends on what pledges are still in and if anything got processed that day. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, that's lucky. And then other times it's like, girl, this $2. Sitting here. Okay, I'm done. I gotta stop talking. Oh my gosh, I have gone on forever. Thank you for listening to me ramble and rant on about the Grammys, about hot topics and other things too. This has been one of my favorite conversations for good and for bad. Again, at the beginning, I already know my two. You know, I love you two very much. And I apologize. I got real passionate right there. I was like, girl, why am I felt like I was like, and the Lord said my name. I said, oh, now Matthew. Matthew, this is literally what we said we were going to do. How are you going to do that? Come on, guys. So, my sincerest for that, because again, we've got to be better. We got to do better. We got to. You've noticed for Drag Race, I've stopped engaging in arguments, right? I got to do that for everything. Yeah, especially Drag Race. Like, girl, who cares? Let's have fun. This is, bitch, are you going to go tip these girls? No? Okay, then be quiet. Did you buy a cameo? No? Okay, then be quiet. All right. Did you buy some merch? Nah, then be quiet. Oh my goodness gracious. Because at the end of the day, you could say you could hate this show as much as you want to, bitch. You're gonna be there just like me watching it every Friday. You're gonna be talking about it every weekend. It's never gonna change. You're gonna be there just the same. We in this together. There you go. All right. The 5Gs. I know that's right, Steven. Good God, girl. Get a grip. I haven't seen Wicked yet, but it's on demand. I'm waiting for it to be free though, because she's like $25 to stream. And I'm like, Miss Thing, I'm not streaming her for $25. If I go to the movies, Delavera, and it's like it's one of the ones where there's only like 2 showings in a small theater, I probably will go see it tomorrow too. We'll see. Because I'm going to be off today or tomorrow in the first half of Thursday. So I'll try to. Okay, so Bleecker, I think Bleecker is getting us tickets. I think Bleecker is getting us tickets because Bleecker asked if I wanted to go. It was like, no, we're going. Bleecker was like, no, we're going. By the way, I just need to know when you want to go. I'm like, whenever you want to go. So I'm going. I'm going. And I'm so like, oh my gosh, this is why I wish I had like a boyfriend or something right now. Because like I would be making him take me to see, and you're dressing as, oh my gosh, Christopher, you're my favorite Sailor Scout. Oh, so now I know you have really good taste. Oh my gosh. When you're over, I can hit you up on Discord. Okay, boobs. I know. I should. I already have like a tuxedo mask outfit I could wear. I just need the hat and the little glasses. But I would probably be Venus or Pluto, just so I could say, deadly scream. Dead scream. It's my favorite. Next to Venus. Wink Tay. I love it so much. Whatever. Venus is puss. I don't give a damn what nobody says about Sailor Venus. Baby, that lady says wink, kiss, whole sword pop out with some anal beads. Bam. Like, what are we talking about? Don't ever question. Do not ever question. The best poser. The best poser in the game. But Pluto has the best line for a move. And it's the way she does it too. Dead scream. I'm like, oh, like she's not even looking at us when she says that shit. She's looking at the ground like she's so sad for the person she has to murder. Like, dead scream. Oh, they're dead. I'm sorry. Bye. But at least you died in a beautiful way. I can't. Okay, I gotta go. I'll start talking about Sailor Moon for another hour. Thanks again for tuning in. You gotta hit the like button. Nope. Try the song again, Matt, because I want to do it. Off the top of your head, you can do this. You're amazing. You're an artist. You're so cool. Okay, go. Thanks again for tuning in. Hit that like button, would you, friend? Appreciate your time you're spending with me. I'll see you for the next one in 1, 2, maybe 3 days. Other than that, all my love, a little wink, and some nudge. It's not working out, is it? Puss, cuddle and do it. Regardless of whatever the song, wherever direction it went, I appreciate y'all down. I hope you had a good time today. We had almost 200 people in this live at one given time. So I know this is going to accumulate up to some really good numbers. If you haven't seen my traders reviews, go watch those videos. You make sure you go watch them now. Go watch those videos. Drag races on Saturdays and the weekend. And of course, panels on Sundays. I remember a while ago, I'm going to wrap it up here, but I remember a while ago, somebody was like, Matt, I like it when you do your silly bit. And I'm like, well, that's kind of me all the time. Like outside of this, to bring in more of my silliness, my stupidity. It's a beautiful thing. Whatever. Okay. Come on. Woo woo, pay me, woo woo. Why am I doing a voice like, is your will, is your way, my pepper? Okay, I'm not going to do that. I got to get my pay me, woo woo. There we go. There's the accent. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Matty's Live. He had a good time today. He's going to go sit out for the rest of this year. If you do want to drop him a little tippy put his jaw, it's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App till 5 MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. He'll be back, I think, either Thursday or Friday. Friday for traders, Thursday if it's the Rant Report. But, like, if it's not the Rant Report, he'll be back Friday because the bitch needs a rest, okay? I thank you again for tuning in and being here. I love you all so much. Take care. I will see you for the next one. Pay me, Ruru. I gotta pay, babe. Okay, Beetlejuice. Y'all are the best. Take care. I'll see you for the next one. Pay me, Roo. Stupid.
Listen.
Yeah.